Hello, beautiful souls. We gonna get into this morning message. Message? Oh, goodness, y'all. Let me get myself going over here. Let's see. Let's cut this phone on Do Not Disturb. Let me know how y'all feeling this morning. Let me know, y'all, how we feeling, how we grooving, how we vibing. Is it a vibe, y'all? Is it a vibe, y'all? It's always a vibe in my world, y'all. I make my world a vibe. I'm a vibe all by myself. I'm a vibe all by myself. I'm a vibe all by myself. Y'all know I make a whole damn song out of it. I make me better. I make me better. Stop playing, y'all. I make me better. Somebody, you make yourself better. Stop playing. I love it. How we feeling this morning, y'all? You learn how to make yourself better. Somebody, it's your equilibrium, child. Your equilibrium been off. Somebody, your equilibrium been off, child. Hey, Santia. Ooh, child. How we feeling, y'all? Can y'all hear me too? I think I got this damn mic working. I don't know, y'all, but I bet I ain't about to be yelling today. Oh, y'all. Let me know if y'all can hear a difference in the sound. If y'all can, then that mean the mic working. If y'all can't, then I don't care. It's all right. I love that. You feeling back balanced. That's what that releasing session last night did, y'all. It was amazing, y'all. Right after that, I think I ate a little bit and I went and got in the tub, probably about an hour or so, y'all. And you do, like you absolutely feel better. You make me better. Yeah, I keep hearing that. I think you making somebody else better, y'all, through whatever it is that you doing, right? See, as a divine feminine, y'all, you gotta understand you and your person are one, right? So when you begin to do certain things for yourself, right, that make you feel better, then guess what, y'all? It might make them feel a little better too, child. Hey, y'all, I'm finna try this microphone out and see if it's working. So I'm finna walk in my bathroom. I'm gonna keep talking. I'm gonna come back around. Tell me if the sound cuts out or if y'all can still hear me. I don't know how far the transmitter goes, though. Let's check it out, y'all. I'm walking away from you people now. Now I'm going to go in my bathroom and y'all gotta tell me what y'all hear. If y'all can hear me now, put the word candle in the comments. If y'all can hear me, put candle in the comments. I'm trying to see if this transmitter gonna pick up. All right, y'all. So now I'm walking back. So let me know if y'all could hear me. Who birthday is it? Yana, it's your birthday. I love it. Yana, how old are you? You know you ain't supposed to ask a lady the age though. You can't hear it clearly? Okay. Now what about now? Can you hear it clearly now? Oh, okay. Y'all did okay. So at least that means the mic is picking up. I love it. Okay. Cause you know it's a little delayed. So that candle mean y'all heard me. I said that when I was in the bathroom, and that was probably 50 feet away from my phone, y'all. So that's actually perfect. Oh, I love it, y'all. I got a mic. So hopefully my voice don't be sounding like this next week. Because right now, y'all, my voice is tired. I do several lives a day. I do coaching and I do speaking, y'all. So my voice be like, girl, if you don't shut up. All right, y'all, let's get into your daily astrology. The fog is clearing, y'all. Let me know if you feel it, right? Do you feel the fog of illusion, maybe even the tiredness, right? Maybe even, you just feeling better about where you are in life, right? See, a lot of times, y'all, the fog of illusion will have you thinking you behind in achieving your goals when you are actually ahead of the game, y'all. Somebody, you ahead of the game. I love it. Good day, Mona. I love it. Yeah, that's all it is removing the dead weight, y'all. And the crazy thing is, y'all, what God told me is sometimes you don't even know or realize who or what that weight is, right? See, a lot of times, y'all, what we think has been holding us back may not have been, right? I'm hearing perspective, right? Perspective. So a lot of times it's like, okay, well, I feel like, my childhood trauma has been holding me back, right? Or I feel like my job, right, is holding me back. I feel like my spouse, right? Whatever it is, sometimes it's your perspective of yourself, right? And the perspective of the people or situation, right, that you feel is holding you back. So I feel like these last few days with the astrology and this foggy energy was really to exercise faith of the collective, to see if you could trust if you when you can't see, right? Can you trust if you can't see? That's what I'm hearing God say. And a lot of times, y'all, I'm gonna lower this a little bit. We get so used to, y'all, really wanting to see first, right? And say, okay, God, show me God, and then I'm gonna trust you, child. Show me God, and then I'm gonna trust you. But God say, nah, that ain't gonna work, child. That is not gonna work. All right, y'all, let's get into the daily astrology, y'all. Oh, acceptance. I'm seeing the word acceptance, y'all. ACCEP. I was listening to y'all know I get up in the morning. I do most of my posts in the morning on Discord. I'm in the tub. I'm on like different social platforms because I got to post everywhere, right? And I saw something on Instagram under at the lady CPA. Y'all gotta follow my Instagram for business, y'all. All right, that's where all the other stuff is going to be popping on that page too now, y'all. All right, the celebrity scoop and the inside scoop is about to be on that page, okay? But I say that to say, y'all, they were talking about Kevin Hart. All right, someone's name could be Kevin, KH could be someone's initials. I don't know where Kevin Hart from, right? But I say this to say, y'all, everybody is now calling him a sellout. Now, I didn't watch the whole roast thing. I know Miss Yvonne watched it because she was telling me bits and pieces of it. I don't really get into the stupidity of shit, right? But all I am hearing people say is that something about he'll sell out, and if he want to sit at the table, you got to do certain things. And that is true, y'all. If you want to sit at somebody else's table, you got to play by their games. You got to play by their rules. Like I remember, y'all, I don't know why we channeling right now, y'all, but I'm going to tell you. Remember when President Obama was in office and everybody kept saying, well, he ain't doing nothing for us, he ain't doing nothing for black people, right? But then some people were saying, well, look, if you want to sit at the table, you got to play the game. Child, that shit is an illusion. That is a fog of illusion. God gonna give you the seat and the whole fucking table. Stop playing. People think that they get in certain positions and they have to play a role in order to keep their seat. But you only got to play a role to keep the seat at somebody else's table. All you got to do is create your own damn table. Join the Discord. Hello. So, somebody, this is a message, right? As this fog of illusion has cleared, God is saying, what you about to create for yourself, right? What are you going to create for yourself? People cannot take away your bread and butter, right? Because if you look at a table, and now I'm seeing the feast, right? And you got to understand, y'all, people can sit at your table because now I'm seeing the Last Supper. People can sit at your table and you can know everybody there. You can see them. Judas was at the table. Shit. Right? So you see everybody at this table. But whose table was it? That was God's table, y'all. Stop playing. Right? So I don't care about what it is that you want to deliver. You ain't got to do it according to somebody else. So I don't know, y'all. A lot of these stars, they got it backwards, y'all. God gives people a platform for a reason. And they are so afraid that their bread and butter, what is that? Money, right? Is attached to these people, 727, right? That they cannot make the decisions that God has said. Seven is spirituality. Two is balance. Everything has to be in balance. Everything comes through decision making, y'all. And a lot of times people don't trust God. So when you trust somebody else for your bread and butter, right? Your paycheck, you gonna sell out too. That's why they talk about Steve Harvey, y'all. These men got poverty mindsets, by the way. They do. Steve Harvey, I don't give a fuck if these millionaires. These millionaires have poverty mindsets. And that's why they be Uncle Toms. But it's okay, right? They be afraid of going back to nothing. They be afraid of going back to live in a car. And I'm talking in terms of men because we were talking about Kevin Hart, but I'm saying mankind, y'all. There is a population, right? There is a population of mankind who completely sell out because they are afraid of going back from where they believe, right? God has brought them. But if God brought you out of it, then why would God tell you to sell your entire soul to keep it? That's a message for somebody. God ain't gonna bring you a blessing and tell you that blessing is gonna leave you broke, poor, disgusted, right? That's a poverty mindset, y'all. So when God begins to bless people, whether that's financially, spiritually, love, relationships, no matter what it is, y'all. When God begins to bless people and they fear going back to poverty, they'll sell out. They'll sell their whole soul, y'all, because they don't trust God. Let's get into the astrology, y'all. Today is Thursday, June 4th, y'all. All right, today's theme is clear the fog, child. Clear the fog, then shake up the routine. Mercury square Neptune is still coloring the day. So love may feel dreamy, intuitive, and a little confusing, right? So the messages are going to continue to come today, right? The guidance, your intuitive nudges, they will continue to come and it will get a little clearer, right? But you still might have a little confusion. So watch the confusion, y'all. If you're getting mixed signals, don't spiral. Ask a clear question of God, of the universe, y'all, right? If you still feel like God has not given you the answer to whatever you are petitioning God for, ask again and then breathe 3 times, center yourself, and watch for the answer. A lot of time we listening, but you're not watching. Y'all know me. God talked to me through anything. Birds, butterflies, deer, anything, y'all. So what you gotta understand is sometimes you listening, but you ain't watching. Cause I'm hearing my grandma say, you better watch as well as pray, baby. Stop playing. Y'all know it. Grandmas be like, you better watch as well as pray. Sometimes you be listening, but you ain't watching. Watch how people move, y'all. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing God say. Watch how people move, y'all. Don't be over here praying and listening for God and God trying to show you because you're not watching, you listening. Hello. All right. 8:28 a.m., y'all. All right. Chiron, the moon is going to square Chiron. Y'all know Chiron is the wounded healer. All right. Chiron is the wounded healer. You need to know astrology. If you do not know astrology, you have no freaking idea what is taking place in your life right now. You just feel like your life falling apart, and your life is not falling apart. This is an illusion. And if you cannot trust in God when you think your life falling apart, then how in the hell are you going to trust in God when He gives you everything? That is a message for someone. I don't know who needed to hear it, but that is how I heard God say it. If you cannot trust me through the fog of illusion, how are you going to trust me when I get you on the other side of it, right? So somebody, you on the other side, but you still in the illusion. God testing your faith. Hello. All right. Why? Because Chiron is the wounded healer. The wounded healer says, why me? Right? I have done so much, but why me? That's the wounded healer, y'all. All right. So, somebody, you're now beginning to look at yourself. Lead with compassion, not defensiveness. Don't get defensive. Be compassionate, y'all. At 9:45 a.m., the moon is going to enter Aquarius, right? The vibe is going to shift, y'all, from this serious Capricorn to social, playful, and experimental. Perfect, y'all, for friend groups, hanging out, right? I heard an escape room, right? Somebody, you and your partner do an escape room and have fun with it, y'all. It ain't about getting out, it's about working together. I love doing those types of things as couples, y'all. It teaches couples how to work together. Because if you're not worried about getting out and you're worried about working together, guess what? You get out. Y'all be sitting at the house Netflixing and chilling. Get your ass out the house and do something with your person, y'all. All of that will bring you closer. or your girlfriends if you single. Cause the only reason you mad every Friday is because you refuse to get out the house. Cause you waiting on your boo. But your boo is outside at the escape room or at the lounge or at the wherever the hell you supposed to go. Somebody, you better get your ass to them cigar lounges. If y'all want a man, hell, I be out there with my brother. I got a damn man. But they be out there, y'all. So you better take your ass to one of them damn cigar lounges, all right? Cigar International be where it's at here in Orlando, y'all. So you better take your ass out there. All right, but you cannot say what you want if you're not willing to go out there and get it. Hey, Deja. Hey, girl. Hey, okay, so Empress Danica, cause y'all know Marky love correcting me and shit, right? Let me tell you something, y'all. My name is the most unusual name, but if I mispronounce your name, take it as love, y'all, cause my neighbor across the street, her name is Danica. And that's how she spells it, y'all. So you gotta understand, just because you pronounce something one way don't mean I will. I'm from Florida, number one, right? So I'm gonna tell y'all northerners, right? People in Florida, if y'all say kissing me, it's Kissimmee. If y'all say Sonico, that shit is Sunoco, right? We live in Florida, y'all. Shit. I'm a Florida girl. Now y'all know y'all come to Florida, my state talking about kissing me. It ain't kissing me, it's Kissimmee, right? Hello. All right, y'all. Let's get into the energy, y'all. All right, emotions deep and fast, y'all. All right, so create intimacy, but only if both people feel safe. If both people do not feel safe, you cannot create intimacy, y'all. The overall vibe, y'all, right? See, Aisha, and that L actually looks like a Lee, right? Because if I'm looking at that, it looks like it says at Leisha, right? It don't you can't really see the I, y'all. So that's why I be telling people, child, people fuck up my name now. And most people think I'm a man, y'all. My real name is Jawan. But the way it's spelled, y'all, people fuck my name up every day. And then they say, Mr. Williams. I am not a Mr. My name is equal as I am, y'all. I have a name that men and women have, which it fits me because I am 5 masculine, 5 feminine, right? I get it. So I don't even get offended, y'all. People be saying Mr. Williams to me all day. You think I correct them people? I don't care, child. People mispronounce my name all day. I don't give a fuck. I let them call me whatever they want. Some people just say J, Ja. I don't care, y'all. So you gotta understand, y'all. Some people really don't care. I could care less. Y'all could call me lady. How about that? All right, y'all. The overall vibe, y'all, is intuitive, electric, and emotionally revealing, y'all. Venus in Cancer wants tenderness. Mars in Taurus wants consistency. And the Aquarius moon wants freedom, child. And you can have it all. You can have it all at your job, in your marriage, in your relationship, in your family. You can have it all. You can have consistency. You can have freedom, y'all. And you can have tenderness. And don't settle for less. Hey, y'all. All right, y'all. Let's get into the energy, y'all. All right. The action steps for today, y'all. Ask for clarity. All right. The action steps. Ask for clarity. Plan something different. And then notice who makes you feel both free and emotionally safe. All right. If it does not, thank you, love, for the beautiful butterfly. If it does not make you feel emotionally safe, thank you, Glenna. Then you got to let it go, y'all. Right. If it does not make you feel emotionally safe, why, y'all? Because we are nervous systems. I wish somebody would have told me years ago about my nervous system. They told me about the Bible. I done preached, I done prophesied, I done everything in the world. But ain't nobody told me I had a nervous system, y'all. Ain't nobody tell me that I needed to clear my energy. Nobody ever told me why after I done went in church and done danced the whole service when I was praise dancing, or I done preached the whole sermon when I was pastor. Nobody told me, right, that now you need to go get in water. Right now, you need to go cleanse yourself. They didn't say that. People give you one side of the story. I am not a one sided person, right? I am not a one sided person. And with the collective, we begin to understand that we are not one sided, y'all. It's not just church, it's everything, it's God. All right, y'all. So the community question, y'all, is this. All right. Where do you need more clarity in your life today? Mixed signals, old wounds, or the courage to try something new. If somebody is still giving you mixed signals, y'all, I'm gonna tell you after this fog clears today, because there's a little. Y'all know how the fog do it. It take a minute to completely clear out. But this fog gonna be clear tomorrow. It's 7:37, y'all. 7 is spirituality. 3 is creation. It's time for the collective to move forward in that which you are creating. And because it's time for you to move forward, then you cannot still deal with people who are uncertain about how and where you fit into their life and where they fit into yours. It is about certainty. Certainty, y'all. It's about certainty. All right. So let's get into the energy, y'all. All right. Ask for clarity if you need it. All right. Ask for clarity. And if somebody can't give you clarity at this point in the game, is what I'm hearing God say, child, move on. I keep telling y'all, I've been doing these dang on personal readings. All right. I'm feeling a little better today. So I am going to start back on them today and tomorrow. So everyone that has booked, you will absolutely have your reading back between today and tomorrow at the latest. Cause I got a Gigi baby coming, y'all, and I feel it in every fiber of my being. And God is telling me, get these personal readings done before the weekend in case your baby go into labor. Okay, y'all. So I got a Gigi coming, and I done heard God say that more than once. So I do not want to keep y'all waiting. So I am gonna try to get the rest of those out today and tomorrow. As y'all can see, my voice is much better, y'all. I had to take a break yesterday, y'all. And it be throat chakra attacks and stuff, y'all. Stop playing. Where Kyra at? Kyra on yet? There she go. Kyra, I was gonna call you up, girl. I look at the damn screen. Y'all know it was the first time we went live on TikTok in a minute, y'all. Y'all realize that my collective that ride, y'all know that was the first time we had been back on TikTok in a minute. What happened, y'all? The next day, I couldn't even talk. My voice was done, y'all. People be on some bullshit. Y'all know how people do, y'all. Because my voice is perfectly fine today. Stop playing. Karen Connection came out. Let's talk about it. Hello. Karen Connection, y'all, the number 14. All right, y'all. Ooh, blossom in abundance, y'all. March 14th could be significant, y'all. Oh, shit now. Oh, suck it now. What we doing, y'all? Right? What we doing, y'all? Ooh, child. Karen Connection, blossoming abundance, y'all. And blossoming abundance is the number 3, which is Empress energy, y'all. All right, somebody, you going right into what it is that you desire. Right there, y'all. 77 people watching. What is that? 14. Why? Because I could never make it up. Do y'all forget I'm magical? The fuck? What we talking about here, y'all? Right? Caring connections, y'all. 14. Blossoming abundance. What else? What is this? Oh, shit, now. Man holding a heart? Girl, what you say now? Somebody, what you say now on this morning? What y'all kings got going on, y'all? I think I posted a few channel songs, y'all, that came through last night when I was in the tub. And it was a lot of songs from a masculine energy, y'all. Y'all better go to Discord under iChannel Music after we get off this live. Somebody king was going through last night because I was in the tub and the songs was coming on that I ain't never heard before. Like from artists I've never heard, y'all. I don't know if these people be AI artists or what, but they be beautiful ass songs, child. I don't know. Somebody, this man heart wide open. Say that shit, God. Okay, y'all. Somebody, you got a caring connection, blossoming abundance, man holding a heart. Shit, what else, God? Ooh, why we worried? We worried, queen. Anxiety? Oh, what we got going on, y'all? Stop playing, girl. Stop playing, y'all. Somebody, you been up. You worried? I love it. Somebody, you got pearl earrings. Somebody, you got red sheets on your bed, or you got a little red nightgown or something. Maybe your favorite color red. Child, this man heart is. I'm talking about this man. Okay, I heard heart on his sleeve. Somebody, your person finna communicate. Like somebody's heart is being exposed right now. Yeah, And it's coming through somebody's abundance. It's your energy. It's this fertility energy, y'all, from blossoming abundance. Is causing someone to think more carefully about the connection that they want. See, the divine feminine, you are in some type of anxiety, y'all. Now, if you're not in a relationship, y'all, you got somebody new coming in. If you don't want love, then stay your bitter ass over there single, because I'm done. Now, either you in a relationship or you got one coming. If you don't want one, then listen to us, right? Who are in relationships or who want one. Because it's always them in the background. I'm single. Okay, well, you get new love. I don't want love. Well, sit your bitter ass over there by yourself. Hello. All right, what's the next message? Woo! Happy Family Dish! What is we doing this morning, y'all? Holy crap, Oli. Holy crapoli. Who says holy crapoli? I don't even say that. 43 or 34 could be significant, y'all. 414 is out here, y'all. That's my grandma damn date of her passing, y'all, her burial. Stop playing, y'all. Somebody, you finna get your rainbows and sunshine and all kind of beautifulness, y'all. I'm talking about happy family, caring connection, blossoming abundance, man holding a heart. I could never make it up, y'all. In a double deck of cards, this is a double energy oracle deck, y'all. Stop playing. Woo, child. Why are we coming out? Hold on, y'all got to put them back. They falling out together. I just want one. Patience is at the split, y'all. All right, patience is at the split, y'all. So I'm telling you, Esther 414. Give me a few of those. What's Esther 414? Somebody drop that in there. I want to know what Esther 414 says. Thank you, love. Give me that. What's that? I love that. What is this energy? Yeah, the garden and the gate reverse. Somebody, you don't feel safe. You don't feel protected right now. Yeah. Or you could be holding yourself back from seeing something, is also what I'm hearing God say. Yeah, the sun is in the reverse at the bottom of the deck, y'all. So somebody, you could be holding yourself back. It's 744, y'all. Stop playing. 7 is spirituality. 4 is a foundation. Of what? A happy family, y'all. Stop playing. Somebody, you finna get exactly what it is that you desire. But it's something that you gotta release. There's an anxiety here. And there's something holding you back with garden in the gate in the reverse. Oh, child. What we talking about, y'all? What is this, y'all? What is that? 41. What is this? 14. What is that? A mirrored number. Stop playing, y'all. Somebody, God so up in your crown right now. God is saying you ain't got to worry about nothing, y'all. Somebody, okay, divine unions and soulmates, right? Divine union. I don't care if it's a soulmate or a twin flame. I'm just going to say divine union, right? There are certain times you and your person will meet at various chakras, right? Various chakras. And at the point you can meet here in the crown chakra, stop playing, y'all. Somebody, God is all over your union right now, or you. Yeah, you can't doubt it, y'all. Victory came out, but I'm gonna put it back in because I'm only getting one at a time, y'all. But somebody, I'm hearing God say, "Don't doubt it." Yeah, it's y'all are meeting now in the crown chakra. You have to move through your chakra systems, y'all. And most times when you meet your masculine, it's on their territory. It's on their territory, y'all, which is somewhere in them lower chakras. It's going to be somewhere in the solar, sacral, or root, right? So, what does the root chakra connection look like? Y'all do good business together, right? Y'all have a very good foundation. Y'all see eye to eye. Y'all know what it is that y'all want overall, right? You got a good security and stability, right? In who y'all are. Right. So your man will meet you and say, you know what? We can work well together, right? We can work well together. This I can grow with her or him, right? So when you meet somebody and you see that y'all foundation, pretty much what y'all believe is about the same, and you look good next to them, because that's how men think, y'all. That's a root chakra connection. Now, the sacral energy, y'all, oh, that's when y'all in that bed real quick. 747, y'all stop playing. Sacral chakra connections, That's sexual, y'all. That's when that stuff be off the chain, off the fire. Y'all be floating in the ethers, y'all. But that's still in the masculine's territory. That's their energy, y'all. You meet that man and he done flipped and turned it and flipped it and rubbed it and smacked it down, right? That's that sacral, y'all. I'm gonna tell you, solar, it's the same thing. When you meet a man in the solar, it's because you look good with him, right? If a man meets you and y'all connect at the solar plexus, you look good next to him. You a bad bitch. You got a bad body. You got a bad, you bad, y'all. That's a solar plexus connection. Most connections start in the solar, sacral, or root because y'all let men lead the connection. And the man is going to lead the connection from his lower chakras, y'all, because that's him, right? So now when you understand your connection to God is your third eye, right? Your crown and your throat. But it's to God. So you done met this man, right? And you over here thinking, God damn, God say this my husband. Why? He ain't, the man ain't saying it. God is saying it, right? So you now are in your what? Oh, fuck no. We do not have 100 people watching with 54 thumbs up. If you are enjoying the content, y'all, you got to give the video a double tap because it's not going to keep going out, right? That's called algorithms, right? So if you watching and you're enjoying it, just take one finger and do like this. Tap, tap. See that? A thumb, yeah. Okay. So let's go on and get the thumbs up, y'all. And if you don't enjoy the content, then click off because that's cool too. I don't care. Hello. Now, so for the divine feminine, because you meet a man and you listen to God, you over here now. You done met him in the root, y'all. You done met him in his lower chakras. Y'all done the thing because you ain't gonna consult with God before you fuck him. Stop playing, y'all. You ain't gonna consult with God. Stop playing. You just finna go and get it, right? So now you done win and go and get it. Now, because you cannot get this man out of your mind, now you over here talking about God. Who is this man? Hoppo, who this man? Hoppo, who this woman? Right? Hoppo, who this woman? Stop playing, y'all. So what you gotta understand is now you asking God to explain something when you've already met the masculine where he got your ass at, which is in the solar sacral or root, somewhere down there in his energy. So now what the feminine is doing is allowing the energy to rise. You gotta let the energy rise, y'all. And it's okay, cause we all do it. Cause my king fine as fuck, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I told you I thought I was having a hot girl summer now. Stop playing, girl. Billy K would get it in. We would get it in, y'all. And then God say, woman of God, what is you doing? Right? Stop playing, y'all. God be like, reel that shit back. Reel it back, y'all. Reel it back, right? And then you be like, wait a minute, motherfucker. We doing all this fucking. We running businesses. We running companies. Y'all, me and my king in union, so I can talk about our shit. We running companies. We running businesses. We doing all of this shit, right? Where God at? Where is God? Right? So then the feminine has to raise the energy, y'all. So then what do? You start listening to God. You start rolling that shit back. You start cutting off all that goddamn sex when they do not deserve that shit. If they are not showing up, if they are not consistent in your life, if they are not doing what it is that you need them to do, you stop. You get that shit out that root. You get it out the sacral and you get it out the solar. What is that? Stop fucking them. Hello. You got to raise the energy. And there will be some point in union or on your way to union that you're going to stop fucking him, y'all. Because you got to get the energy out of that. The divine feminine sexual energy is healing. It is abundant and they will never stop fucking you. But they won't call, they won't show up, they won't be there. Why? Because they feel your energy. And as far as they are concerned, y'all good. Why? Because y'all fucking. Sorry. That's just real, y'all. They feel like y'all good, right? Well, we good because we just had sex. What you talking about? I was just there the other weekend and y'all did nothing but fucking he went home. That's stupid. Even if it's your husband, y'all ain't having no real conversations. Y'all are not getting any healing and any better in union, right? In marriage, in union. Y'all ain't getting no better, but y'all still fucking. That's stupid. You won't use my healing energy, right? So somebody now you were raising, right? You were raising to the crown. Work. Have a good day. I have both my iPhones going. Grab a card. Hold on, y'all gotta get my baby a card. Yeah, I think I might have one in here. I don't need this one, but just don't use it because you said food, right? Because that's the one I'm looking into. Okay, awesome. All right, y'all. So you have to raise the energy, and the energy has to meet here, y'all. That's in the crown chakra. So this is actually great, y'all. So divine feminine, you are over here in anxiety, but you really don't have anything to worry about, y'all. You have raised the frequency to your crown. That means what? This man see God in you. Hello. A man, right, that does not see God in you, the sovereignty of the divine feminine, will never respect you. They will never honor you. They will never do what it is that they need to do, which is what? Be heart open. Well, somebody, your person is heart open, y'all. The man is holding the heart, the seventh chakra. All right, let's get two more. Well, damn, that came out. That is way too many. That's a bunch of chakras too, y'all. All of those cards that came out was a bunch of chakras. So I feel like there has been some type of chakra clearing, y'all, that's taking place within the divine masculine and the divine feminine. What is this energy? I'm loving this, y'all. All right, what's the next card? Give me one, just one, spirit, just one. There we go. Look, walking away. Somebody, y'all, you got to get out of this fog of illusion, y'all. Somebody, look, how you gonna walk away from a caring connection and happy family? Stop playing. Look at that, y'all. How you gonna walk away from a caring connection, happy family, and walking away? What is wrong with you, girl? Because you over here in anxiety. Somebody, you in anxiety about what you got going on, and you getting ready to walk away from something that God is finna bless. Stop playing, y'all. The seventh chakra. I done told y'all about this damn distortion and illusion energy, y'all. And you cannot pay attention to the energy this week. It has been highly distorted, y'all. And you have to be sensitive to the energy. Now I'm gonna tell you. Now I'm gonna tell you now, right? If his actions ain't been adding up and they still ain't adding up tomorrow, then walk away. See, I'm telling you, the fog of illusion. Okay, think about it this way. Because look, appreciation came out in the reverse. Somebody you don't feel like you being appreciated, and that's why you ready to walk away. Oh, we've all been there, me included, y'all. Everybody's been there. When you feel like your divine masculine is not appreciating you, and you be like, "Fuck it, I'm out of here." But there are certain times, y'all, June 27th could be significant. There are certain times, May 27th, right, where you have to understand the energy, right? September 27th. And you got to understand that they have been under the same fog you are under, y'all. If you've been under a fog, they've been under a fog. But the thing about your fog as the divine feminine is that you can see through that fog, y'all. You know what's on the other side of it. You know God is telling you to wait really just until today because the fog is clearing today, y'all. This is your daily astrology. We're talking about astrology, y'all. The fog is clearing today, and then tomorrow is a new day. So I will tell you this: I am a woman of word, astrology, and God. And when God says the fog is cleared, to me there should be no more reason or excuses. So I'm gonna tell you, y'all, if y'all are in these connections where y'all are in separation, y'all ain't seeing eye to eye, the fog has covered you and the fog has covered them. But at the point, right, where you begin to say, now I am very clear about what I want, and your person still in that him and hawing shit, walk away. Walk away. Right? So I'm not saying never walk away. I'm saying don't do it until tomorrow. I'm saying don't do it till tomorrow, y'all. But I'm gonna tell you, right? You gotta also understand if the appreciation is being in the reverse, right? You should never be with anyone who cannot appreciate you. You should never be with anyone who cannot appreciate you, y'all. All right, if you are enjoying the content, double tap the screen, y'all. I got 101 watching or 95 with 70 thumbs up. All right, let's get the final card, y'all. What is the final one? Yeah, stop playing, y'all. The final card is the first card, and that shit is in the reverse. What is that? Caring connection in reverse. Oh shit, y'all. All right, let's clarify, y'all. Angel of Love is at the bottom of the deck. But somebody, I keep telling you, y'all, okay. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. And oh shit. Oh shit. Okay. Damn. Okay. Damn. Okay. All right, y'all. Damn. Okay. I see why. So I'm going to clarify these separate. This is 5D, is what God just told me, and this is 3D. All right. I'm gonna leave somebody, this your twin flame. Stop playing. Yin Yang is here. All right. Magician in the mirror is in the reverse, though. See, these are the two top twin flame cards of this deck, y'all. One is in the upright, one is in the reverse. With Temple Path in the reverse, somebody, there's been heavy manipulation on your spiritual path and in your divine union. The magician in the mirror should never be in the reverse, y'all. Somebody's been trying to come against a divine union. And this is a part of your temple path, y'all. So somebody, we finna see. Somebody, the thinking man in reverse, somebody, your person, and community in reverse. Stop playing, y'all. And strategy in reverse. But it's 11-11 because cornucopia is in the upright, y'all. This is your divine union. But your shit has been under attack. We're going to talk about that in a minute. We just gonna leave that over here. We gonna hit that at, let me keep up with my time. 8:30. All right. 5D first, 3D next. This is the 5D. All right. So I want to see what's going on in the 5D of this union. Where's that deck? I just saw my other deck too. Tap in, y'all. I am the Lady Empath 1111, y'all. I hope y'all are having an amazing day. All right. I hope y'all are having an amazing day wherever you are checking in from, y'all. I am live daily. All right, at 7:15 a.m. for your daily guidance. Catch us tonight, y'all. I am having a free, it is free. You got to RSVP in order to get the Zoom link, but it is an ancestral healing session. All right, with her name is Tiffany Grant. She is a licensed intuitive therapist out of Atlanta, Georgia. She is her business is called Life Path Healing. All right. And we are going to talk tonight about ancestral healing, right? Trauma and those things that we could be holding on to that are not ours. Y'all, it's ancestral healing that has to take place as a collective. And whether that's religion, right? Whether that's witchcraft, right? All of that shit, y'all, is crazy. You could be overly religious just like you can be a whole witch, y'all. That's stupid, right? So you got to understand where the root of it is. So join us tonight, y'all. You got to register. All right, but it is free because I keep having people hit me asking, do it cost anything? It's free. Just hit the fucking RSVP button and get your link. Shit. All right, y'all. Embracing happiness is at the bottom of the deck, y'all. All right, so clarifying caring connection is embracing happiness, y'all. The masculine is becoming their infinite self, y'all, because the feminine has learned how to fulfill herself. The anxiety is because you still feel like you're undeserving, though. Say that. Yeah, that was real plain, y'all. So this is what's taking place in the 5D, y'all. Caring connection is being clarified by embracing happiness. It says the life you desire begins with a single choice, choosing joy. As you let go of the belief that happiness is beyond your reach, you awaken to the truth. You were not born to suffer, but to experience love, beauty, and creativity, y'all. I could never make it up, y'all. Somebody, you were put here to experience exactly what it is that you desire, and you got to stop doubting. And that's what the masculine and the feminine have to understand. In order for you to have a caring connection, then you got to understand why you are here. Your connection, y'all, is a part of your creation. That's why the number 3 is here. 3 is the number of creation, right? God created the heaven and the earth in 3 days, right? So what you got to understand is what God is doing is creating, right? So the person that you are attached to is a part of your creation, who you are becoming, y'all. But men and women want to stay in this separation mindset that says, I am not him, he is not me, we don't need each other, we can do it alone, right? That is the world we live in. So, what men and women have to understand is that a lot of creation, 3, is dependent upon the 2. The 3 is dependent upon the 2. Remix. The 3 is dependent upon the 2. Why? Mother, father, child. If you want to go to church, the Holy Spirit, God, Holy Spirit, Jesus, the triune, whatever your 3 is. right? But you can't get to the three until you can get to the two. Two got to become one to get to the legacy, y'all. But it starts through the divine feminine and her self fulfillment. That's coming over blossoming abundance, y'all. It says you are on a journey to self fulfillment, relying on yourself rather than seeking external validation. Most divine feminine want validation from their masculine. You want to know if he feels what you feel. You want to know how he feels. You want to know when y'all gonna do this, how this gonna look, where that's gonna look. You want him to validate your life. Fuck no. God validates your life. You do what you want to do in the way that God is telling you to do it, regardless of him, y'all. If that man don't never do right, you do what you need to do. You are the self-fulfilling prophecy, y'all. You are. And when you begin to feel or fulfill the things that you know you need to fulfill for yourself as a feminine, right? Then God gonna give you everything you need with or without that mofo. With or without that mofo, y'all. Because a lot of times it may not come through the person that you feel like it's gonna come through. Because if the man does not make the decision, there is a man holding his heart. Stop playing, y'all. Man holding the heart might not even be the man you thinking about, but a man holding a heart, yeah, right? So what you got to understand is a lot of times you are so focused on the one who you think you want to give your heart to versus the one who is doing what? Giving his heart to you. Because this is a man here who wants to give his heart to you. And if that is not what you have, then that is what you need to decree you will have. But then you got to let go of the attachment of who you think your person is. I tell you, don't put a face to that shit until they show up and show you who they are. All you do is pray on behalf of me and my divine counterpart. On behalf of me and my divine counterpart, y'all. Because let me tell you, people may never do what God tells them to do, but it don't mean that your life won't be fulfilled, y'all. So somebody, I feel like you're learning the lesson now, right? Of understanding you walking away from this, y'all. See, oh, say that shit. See, spiritually, the divine feminine knows that she can no longer stay in any relationship where she feels unappreciated. This is the 5D. This is the 5D, y'all. So right now, you are literally saying, y'all, that guess what? I know without a shadow of a doubt that I cannot be in a connection where I don't feel appreciated. If that shit is in the reverse, I can't do it, right? So now here, you see that you do have a connection that is coming in. This three is out here, y'all. Y'all know how I feel about them in 3 days now, right? Because God told me this morning that the fog is clearing and many of the divine feminine collective will meet their person if they are not with them already. But you cannot keep giving in to the fog of illusion. And this week has been a lot of illusion where I done had people going back to exes, people sleeping with exes. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all know them damn people have not changed. That's stupid. But that's what happens when you give into the fog of illusion. Somebody, you start trusting your family again, and they showed you once again who they were. Somebody, you start trusting an old friend again. Then they showed you exactly who they were. Y'all, see, I'm telling you, there was two sides to the fog. The fog was telling the chosen who already believed just to sit still and be quiet. But for the big mouths, they was out there talking all kind of shit. And if you fell victim to the fog, you went back and did something stupid. But let me tell you, y'all, the masculine here is becoming their infinite self. Look, it says the path to abundance is not about acquiring more, but about uncovering the infinite potential. Man, say that shit. Because this is the problem with men right here, y'all. Men want more money, more fame, more women. More money, more fame, more women. More money, more fame, more women. It's not about that. It's about becoming the infinite self. Now, as the masculine begins to understand that they have to become what? Their infinite self, This is the path to abundance, y'all. It is not about acquiring more, but about uncovering the infinite potential within you. As you journey inward, you will discover that your true self is limitless, capable of manifesting everything that you have envisioned. See, there's a masculine collective that are open hearted, y'all. There are kings that listen to me every day, y'all. These are men of God. These men are aware of their infinite self. And when a man becomes aware of his infinite self, then he know he can do whatever he set his mind to. He can have the baddest bitch and the biggest company and the best children. He can have it all. The world makes men feel like they got to choose. You can be successful, but then you can't spend time with your kids. You can be successful and spend time with your kids, but you can't spend time with your lady. No, you can have it all, y'all. And when men begin to appreciate and accept their infinite self, we'll have a whole better reality, y'all. A whole better reality. All right, what's anxiety? Oh, well, undeserving. I forgot. I clarified it. So, anxiety is being clarified by undeserving. I could never make it up, y'all. I swear. These women look like the same damn woman. Hold on. Tell me God ain't real. Stop playing. Look, look, y'all. Don't play with me. Somebody, you are doubting, right? What's taking place? Something happened. 18 years old could be significant for someone. Maybe your mama told you you were undeserving of love. Somebody, your mama tried to push you off on a married man. I just heard that. Somebody, you could have been dealing with a married man or somebody who was unavailable, because I just heard the word unavailable. And for whatever reason, this person was unavailable. That's somebody your mama wanted you to be with, y'all. That's what I just heard. Somebody you felt undeserving. You got worthiness wounds when it comes to love. You never felt like you were going to get what it is that you desire, and now you finna get it. But a lot of the anxiety is the clearing of the fog because you were clearing your worthiness wounds, y'all. It says feelings of unworthiness stem from forgetting who you truly are. A being of infinite value, y'all, worthy of love and abundance. Let go of self doubt, divine feminine, and watch as the universe mirrors your belief in yourself. Do you believe you're worthy of love? You gonna get it. Do you believe you're worthy of the one you desire? Then you gonna get him. Don't take your mind off the one you want if you know that's the one that God has told you now, right? But if you are not certain about that one, then replace that with whoever my divine counterpart is. Some of y'all know y'all person is your person. Some people don't. But whatever it is, you know that you are worthy of it, y'all. All right, double tap that screen, y'all. All right, we need to get over 100 thumbs up. That's why the algorithms keep going retarded. All right, y'all got to send the gifts, y'all. All right, thank you so much, y'all, for those who have already sent gifts. Welcome, y'all. I am the Lady Empath 1111, y'all. I'm live daily at 7:15 for your daily guidance. This is love, life, and relationships, y'all, based on astrology. Right. So now, as the fog has begun to clear today, right, divine feminine, if you are in this position of anxiety, ask yourself why, right? Thank you, love. Is it because you don't trust God? Or is it because, oh, thank you, Sonia. Oh, Sonia Harris is my maiden name. I meant my what is that? Yeah, maiden? Yeah. My born name, that. Yeah. I love that. Thank you, Sonia. All right. So somebody, you're now beginning to see that. Oh, this is what I was saying. God is saying, ask yourself, right? Is it that you are just in the fog and you really do trust God? Or is there an anxiety that you need to examine? And if it is, examine it today, y'all, because happy family is here. All right. What's happy family in the 5D? All right, what's going on in this 5D? Happy family in the 5D. We're gonna clarify the 3D over here in a minute, y'all. Oh, see, somebody in the 5D, there's somebody against this. It is. It's somebody against it. And this is spiritual, y'all. I told you this shit is under attack, y'all. Because this is the 3D manifestation of what's taking place in the 5D. Negative manifestation is clarifying happy family, y'all. So in the masculines, mind, they can't be happy, y'all. negative manifestation. It says you are a powerful force of creation in the universe, but your negative words and thoughts hold as much power to manifest as your positive ones. Be mindful of where your focus lies, for energy flows where attention goes. And for the masculine, because this is a masculine energy, right? So whoever is in the masculine energy, right? It could be you if you in the masculine energy, right? But whoever the masculine energy is, they gotta let go of some type of negative mindset about actually being happy, y'all. And that you can have a happy family, which likely means that they come from a broken family, y'all. Whatever takes place in the 5D, it shows up in the three, right? It shows up. So this is somebody who likely comes from a broken family or a family that was not happy. And in the 5D spiritually, they are negatively thinking about this. It's subconscious. Somebody's subconscious mind won't let them be happy, y'all. It won't. And that's why you over here thinking about walking away. Shit. All right. What's the what's the garden and the gate in reverse? All right, what's garden and the gate in the reverse? Ooh, toxic environment. You being protected. I divine feminine, and I'm gonna tell you, you may not feel like it, but you are. See, garden in the gate is in the reverse, and you might feel like shit. Yeah, and you're supposed to be over there creating, by the way. All right, you supposed to be in this flow of inspiration, which is at the bottom of the deck, because you are being protected from a toxic environment. And see, a lot of times you be worried, y'all. But why he ain't calling? Why we ain't going nowhere? Why he around his family and he ain't taking me? Cause they toxic as fuck, y'all. Somebody, God needs you to know this. This is the 5D, y'all. So in the 5D, you dealing with a masculine who got a whole toxic environment, y'all. And what you really don't see is that God is protecting you right now. See, you trying to get outside of the gate. And God is telling you, no, you might need to stay your ass in that gate. Somebody got a toxic environment. This is the 5D. You don't even know this. It says a toxic atmosphere may be interfering with your ability to focus on your goals. And see, that's why I could never make it up. At the bottom of this deck is why the divine feminine has to be with this flow of inspiration, because your masculine is dealing with a toxic environment. And when you in the flow, you automatically transmit that energy to them. You automatically, y'all. So that's why you, as the feminine, you got to stay in the flow. Somebody, you got to write, you got to create. It's poetry. It says, when you are aligned with your truth, creativity flows like a current. And as the divine feminine is aligning with her truth and allowing her creativity to flow, it is actually allowing the masculine to see their toxic environment. Y'all, somebody see it. It says the energy around you influences your thoughts and emotions. Choose relationships and spaces that inspire and support you. See, this is a masculine who has a negative manifestation mindset when it comes to being happy because of their environment. I told you somebody came from a raggedy, broken ass family, y'all. I'm talking about y'all. And the reason I'm gonna tell you, y'all, I love it. When people despise knowledge, my people perish for lack of knowledge, right? My people perish for lack of knowledge. The reason people get on here and they don't want y'all to know the depth of what I'm explaining is it's because they life and they think it's witchcraft. And they don't understand that no, motherfucker. God has given us the tools to see everything that we need to see because this is our life. There is no fucking secrets. It's no secrets in God. It's collective, y'all. And that's crazy because I heard that yesterday, right in my mind's eye. Well, it's people that be listening to my live, y'all, and they think I'm talking about them. I don't even be knowing these people, y'all. I read the fucking energy. Be mad at God who be telling all your business. Because I don't give a fuck about you or your business. Let's be clear. I read the energy. I got people around me in my family, my friends, people I have been around that feel like I be talking about them. This is collective energy. If you low vibrational, it's going to hit you hard. If you high vibrational, you get it. Hello. So sometimes you gotta understand, y'all, because people be looking at me talking about she be reading my energy. I read everybody energy. Y'all dumb as fuck. Anywho, all right, toxic environment, y'all. So there is a masculine now who has a toxic environment, but now they are seeing it because God is saying, y'all, this is the 5D. God is saying choose relationships and spaces that inspire and support you. I keep telling y'all, even if the house you live in does not support your growth, move. Thank you, Alara. If the city you live in does not support your growth, then move. And people will stay in these podunk ass, raggedy ass towns and wonder why they can't grow. So actually, divine feminine, you being protected right now. You don't even know what's going on with your person. This person is right now being purged. And God, they in hell. I heard fire and brimstone, y'all. See, there's a lot of fire in these cars, y'all. So somebody, they really going through some shit right now because y'all have been separated, y'all. Somebody, your person can't feel you energetically no more. They can't. Somebody feels that you have walked away energetically. See, that's why walking away is here, y'all. This is the 5D. Somebody, you ain't even walked away in the 5D, but you have energetically because you feel that this person does not appreciate you and you are no longer giving to connections that cannot give back to you in an equal way, y'all. Somebody, you ain't playing that shit. Stop playing. You saying no. What's the seventh chakra? All right, clarify the seventh chakra. Say that shit. Say that shit, y'all. Positive partnership. Hello. Positive partnership, y'all. So somebody, your crown chakra, which is God, right? That's the highest chakra, is telling you, regardless, you finna get it. Regardless, divine feminine. See, let me tell you how energy works, y'all. It's 818. 8 is manifestation, 1 is new beginning. When the divine feminine gets to a point of complete detachment, when I say complete, you really don't care if it's them or somebody else. You just want a positive partnership because there will be a point in the divine feminine's life when you are walking in your full purpose, and God is never going to leave you unprotected and unsupported in the 3D. It's never going to happen. Powerful women are meant to be in positive partnerships. But at the point you let go, you gotta let go, y'all. You gotta let go. And when you let go, you telling God, I will walk away from anybody, including the one you sent me. If that shit is not a positive partnership, if the two cannot shake and agree, then the divine feminine, you got to be willing to walk away from that shit. Because let me tell you, he feels that you're not willing to walk away. That's why he don't come in. He don't give a fuck. This is spiritual, y'all. He's not doing it on purpose. It's God, y'all. Y'all be mad at your person talking about why he doing it. He don't even know why he doing it, y'all. It's God. It's God saying, divine feminine, will you walk away from this toxic environment that you created for yourself? Because when your man is in his low vibrational energy, he is ghetto as fuck. And when he is ghetto as fuck, you got to walk away too. We don't do that shit. That's ghetto as fuck. And that's stupid, by the way. Hello. It's stupid, y'all, because all it does is block you from your temple path. See, this is in the reverse. We're going to get to this 3D in a minute, y'all, because this 3D clarification is going to show you what's going on in your life right now because of what's going on in the 5D, y'all. See, in the 5D, you have already told God, this is your divine feminine. You have made a spiritual contract or agreement with God right now that says success is a team effort. A mutually beneficial partnership could help you achieve your common goal. Together, you could create more than you would alone. When the divine feminine realizes and accepts that she really wants a positive partnership, not this man, then you let his ass go energetically. You ain't got to call him. You ain't got to have no conversation. You ain't got to say one goddamn word. All you got to do is walk the fuck away. Don't send no message. Don't send no text. Don't send no energy. Fuck them. Right? Because at the point the divine feminine has risen to her God consciousness, Sophia frequency, you don't give a fuck about him or anybody else. They can all get it. Think I give a fuck, y'all. When you reach Sophia Christ consciousness, you don't give a fuck about people. You are in God and God alone. You'll be like, it's God and God alone. It ain't lonely at the top. They want your ass to stay at the bottom, y'all. I told y'all that shit yesterday. That's fear. Oh, you know it's lonely at the top, child. You gonna be over there by yourself. Oh, I'm by myself, y'all, and I love that shit. The fuck is you talking about? To look to the left and look to the right, and you ain't got nothing but peace all around you? I'll take the top any day. You got more control that way anyway. Hello. Somebody, you are manifesting because you are now in your crown chakra, which is Sophia, Christ consciousness, a positive partnership. And if this person or whoever you are connected to, I should say, not this person, because somebody, you got a man holding a heart who knows his infinite self. That is what the divine feminine has to understand. Stop accepting these damn peasants and get with a king who knows his infinite self. A man that knows his infinite self has embodied his own God consciousness. At that point, he has no, there's no second guessing, y'all. These men have complexes. Because I was hearing complex. Like a man who has reached his infinite self, he ain't got no complex. These men be having complexes. Oh, she powerful. I can't be with her. Oh, she a seer. I can't be with her. Well, take your ass on. Because there is a collective of men who want to see her. There's a collective men who will appreciate a high priestess that say, hey, stop hiring them dumbass people because they jealous of you. Hey, stop doing da 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 da. Hey, your mama them against you and you finna lose everything. There is a man of God who will appreciate who you are, divine feminine. There is a positive partnership. And when the divine feminine feels stifled in who she is, even in her partnership, if you feel like you can't tell your man nothing, if you feel like you cannot be the high priestess of your home, then you can't be with him, y'all. Because that means he does not appreciate who you are. And that's what's going on, y'all. In the 5D, the divine feminine knows that she can no longer be in any relationships. Mama, father, it don't matter. Your children, there will get to a point where you become your own strength, y'all. Angel of strength, because you've already dealt with karmic ass relationships, man holding a coin in the reverse, right? So now you know that you want balance in whatever contract. I'm pulling them off the bottom, damn it, right? In whatever contracts come your way, you got to be met with action. Why? Because that's the magician in the mirror, in the upright, which is a healed divine partnership, and that ends the cycle, the world. But somebody, you gotta get it. You cannot settle for less if that's what you want, y'all. So now on the 5D, y'all, the divine feminine, you willing to walk away. What's walking away? Clarify walking away from my divine feminine. Yeah, because you're not gonna be limited. That shit's beautiful, y'all. You will no longer be limited by the lineage. It says lineage of limitation. See, somebody, your whole divine feminine essence, this is on your grandmother's side. I'm hearing your matriarchal, right? Matriarchy. This is your grandmother, right? You breaking something in the lineage, y'all, by saying that I will walk away. Hello. Say that again. I know that's right, Chrissy. Right? Somebody, you say, oh, I walk away from you because I know my lineage, y'all. That's crazy, y'all, because Ryan Coogler, I saw it yesterday. I hope it's not AI, but I saw that Ryan Coogler may be making a movie about Mansa Musa. All right. Y'all have to get your ancestry. AfricanAncestry.com. Have your mouth swabbed, y'all. That shit was coming up into me. So a few years ago, I said, I got to do it, y'all. Well, guess what? They swabbed my mouth, and I am a descendant of Mansa Musa and the Mali tribe. It is all in my DNA. And now they finna make a movie about that shit. I knew who God told me I was, a queen. I knew that shit. I've always been a queen. I ain't never been a peasant. I've always been a lady. I ain't never done low vibrational crazy ass shit. We've all had mistakes. We've all done stuff. Now, there's no perfect person, y'all. But it's some shit I ain't never done. Like, I ain't never set out to hurt nobody, ever, in my fucking life. I can 1000% as a woman of God say I ain't never tried to hurt nobody, ever. Not in my life. I didn't give a fuck about people enough to try to hurt people. When you getting your shit out the mud, you don't give a fuck about hurting people. You trying to survive. So let's be clear. There are people in this world who have never intentionally hurt a soul because they were so busy trying to make sure they survived that they didn't give a fuck about y'all. I ain't never gave a fuck about people. I was trying to make sure I was good. You think I got time to be hating on you? Hell no. Ding, ding, ding. Say that shit. Right? We be over here trying to make sure we cool. We ain't got time to hate on you. So somebody, you are breaking a lineage of limitation, y'all. That thing says you are not bound to repeat the patterns of your family lineage. What is that for most women? Staying in fucking relationships where that man don't appreciate you. Stop playing, y'all. That thing says free yourself from inherited limitations and step into your own truth. So the divine feminine, you are no longer allowing your past or your ancestors to stop you, y'all. You saying you are breaking it because you know who you are. Y'all, when I did that and found out for sure, because all it was confirming what God had told me. God told me, y'all, that you ain't been no slave. And I'm just going to tell you that not every black person has been a slave, y'all. That's stupid. And that shit never resonated with me. And I kept saying, ain't no way I was in slavery because I would have died. They'd have killed me because I'm not finna listen to nobody. I'm a queen. You're not going to do nothing to me. Cut my head off today. Right? That would have been me. Off with my own head because the fuck? Right? So I knew it, y'all. So I said, you know what? Let me go get this swab because it cannot be. And it's not, y'all. My people came from Mansa Musa of the Mali tribe, went to Sierra Leone, right? It said Sierra Leone when the white folk came, because y'all know they came to get us from everywhere. Stop playing. They did. They came to get all us from Sierra Leone as well. But guess what? The people they got from Sierra Leone, they overthrew the ship, y'all. Those people never made it to the United States. My people never made it here, y'all. Why do I know that? Because it says it in history. Because the boat was overthrown, y'all, in Cuba. My great grandfather is Cuban. Right? So you know your history because you do have people alive that can confirm your DNA, y'all. Or at least I do. My family got a long heritage. I still got aunts living at 90 something, right? So I understand that to be true. She said, yeah, because Papa's father was Cuban and he married a what? Haitian woman. Hello. Beauty is her name. That's why my skin look like that. Y'all stop playing. Cuban and Haitian. Right? So when you understand who you are, you understand your royal DNA. So now you can accept the blessings of God. It is not that God does not want his people blessed. You got to accept who you are first so that you can accept the blessings. God can't make me a billionaire when I don't know that I'm royalty. Right? So stop playing, y'all. So once you know that you're royalty, then these billions coming, then you know it's deserving and you deserve it. Those are worthiness wounds, y'all. God cannot bless you with millions of dollars if you feel like you undeserving. But at the point you know you royalty, then you know you deserve that shit. So if it means that you need to go swab your damn mouth to find out who you are, then go do that, y'all. Somebody, you breaking a whole lineage of limitations. What's appreciation in the reverse? Let me get these last two right quick, y'all, so we can go to the 3D. Look, taking a loss. What did I tell you, y'all? That's it. Somebody, you are no longer taking a loss. You will no longer be in any partnerships that do not appreciate you. That is the essence, y'all, of the divine feminine. That is the essence of the divine feminine, y'all. You have taken so many losses that you say, you know what? If this relationship, if this family, if this children, if this husband, if this wife, whoever it is, does not appreciate me, then God, I am willing to walk away. Do y'all know that these damn church people done tried to keep y'all stuck by telling y'all if y'all was gonna get a divorce, you gonna die and go to hell? All that was, y'all, was to keep women in abusive marriages. Y'all know them men was beating on women back in the day. You knew that. They was cheating, they was beating on them, they was doing everything. And then then they're gonna tell you if you leave that man, you're gonna die and go to hell. So now you are staying in an abusive ass marriage, y'all. And that was your great grandma. So now your great grandma gonna tell you the same shit. No, you better stay with that man. He a good man. He might just be drinking and whipping your ass every now and then, but it's okay. That's stupid. The reason they told you you was gonna die and go to hell or some shit because you got a divorce is because they wanted your ass to stay unhappy. God ain't never told you that. Why would God have you to stay in something where you should not be? That's stupid. Somebody you know, you ain't taking no more losses, y'all. It says, just as nature moves through cycles, so do you. When financial or emotional losses occur, step back. See, somebody, you've taken even financial losses because of the 5D of what's been going on. That's the divine feminine. Divine feminine, you've taken financial losses and emotional losses because God has been pulling at your spirit to say you can't take no more losses. I don't give a fuck who it is. All right, let's get this final one before we go to the 3D. All right, what's carrying connections? All right, what's carrying connections in this 5D message? Oh, damn, that went flying. Hold on. All right. Ooh, because you are uniquely gifted. Say that, God. Say that, y'all. Somebody, God says you are uniquely different. You can no longer be in any connection that is imbalance. I don't give a fuck who it is. Over with, y'all. You cannot. It says you are uniquely gifted, possessing abilities and strengths that are perfectly designed to fulfill your soul's purpose. What did I say, y'all? If you are a high priestess and that man is afraid of your gifts, if you are a woman of God and that man is afraid to tell people that you his lady because they may judge you, then that just cannot be your partner, y'all. God is not going to call you forth as a woman who is uniquely gifted and then match you with a man that want to hide your gifts. That's stupid. Somebody, you are uniquely gifted, and the person that God has for you, they're going to honor and cherish your gift. And that is the gift of spiritual guidance. Somebody, you are a whole spirit guide. You are. And you're going to find a man who values that, y'all. Because let me tell you, if a man does not value you as his guide, then he going to make dumbass decisions. Women don't mind submitting to a man who follows God. See, it's not that you're submitting to the man, you're submitting to the God in the man. But if that man ain't got no God in him, fuck no, you ain't got to submit to that motherfucker. Woo! Say that shit, God. Because at the bottom of the deck, y'all, is what? Leader of light. God will send you a man, y'all, who will lead you with his light. No longer does the divine feminine have to be the leader. We tired of leading these motherfuckers. I want to be led. I'm sure y'all want to be led too. The fuck we got going on here, y'all? You want vibrational alignment and passionately aligned. You deserve it all, queens. Stop playing. You ain't got to just get a man who financially aligned, but then he ain't spiritually aligned. Stop playing. You get it all. A leader of light who is a vibrational alignment as well as passionately aligned. Because it's too many men have made foolish mistakes with a woman of God. Men have made foolish mistakes because they felt like a woman of God might know too much. Well, what she know about me? Everything. Yet she said nothing. So that means she don't care, right? Well, what she know about me? Everything. Well, do she know? Yes. Well, she know my mama? Yes. She know my yes. She knows everything. Yet says nothing. Why? Because that shit don't matter. We have priests. We don't give a fuck about that. We're aligned with our passion. You think we give a fuck about what's going on with your mama, cousin, sister, brother? Then fuck no, y'all. Women don't give a fuck about that. We just read the energy. We just read the energy, y'all. That's it. All right. So somebody, you are uniquely gifted. All right. So the 5D synopsis is this: divine feminine. You just can't take no more. And God is not allowing you to, y'all. That's the 5D. God is not allowing you as the divine feminine to take any more. If that shit is not a positive partnership, which is mutual effort, that's in your job, that's in your friendships, that's in everything, y'all. I love people and I don't expect anything of people other than the same time, care, and attention that I give them. I don't expect anything monetarily from any fucking body, not one fucking person. I do not expect anything monetarily from not one fucking person. What I expect is mutual support, time, and attention, y'all. Don't nobody need your damn money. That's stupid as fuck. All right. So in the 3D, y'all, we have Angel of Love, but we got community in reverse. We got the thinking man in reverse. All right. We got cornucopia. That one here? Okay. All right. God said cornucopia there. All right. But we also have the temple path. Which one? God, shit. Well, don't be fussing at me. Well, that's not gonna be balanced. And you know I gotta make my pyramid. Hold on, we fussing right now. Well, if that's there, where that's gonna go? Okay, well, fine. Hold on, y'all. Don't laugh at me. No, because that's not gonna balance either. Okay, hold on, y'all. Don't laugh at me. No, that's not gonna work. Okay. Okay, okay. Hold on, y'all. Oh, okay. Okay. Don't call me hard head. Sorry, y'all. Me and my spirit guys was having a whole argument right there. Cause they telling me this one need to be at the bottom, but we missing two. So I gotta okay. Okay, shit. Y'all know y'all be fussing with y'all spirit guys too. Stop. Oh no, y'all. We just had a whole argument. All right, let me get two more for the 3D then. Oh, okay. I got you. I see now. I see. Okay, shit. All right. All right, y'all. We gotta get two more. All right, let's see. What's the next one? Ooh, oh shit, y'all. I love my spirit guys. They dumb as fuck. Stop playing, y'all. Cause both of the carrying connection cards was back in the day, right? Listen, Linda. Y'all better listen to God. Stop playing. Carrying connections. God. Y'all dumb. Oh God. Y'all, my spirit guys are hilarious. What the hell? Okay, 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 okay. Shit, stop. Give me one. I am tickled right now, y'all. What's give me one more? Give me one. Wow, why we doing so many now? Y'all fucking round. Hold on. Stop playing. Give me one. All right, there we go, y'all. Thinking woman in reverse. Yeah, you gotta stop thinking. Look, both of y'all in the reverse, y'all. The thinking man and the thinking woman is in the reverse, but this is a twin flame union. All right, y'all. Let's see what's going on in this 3D. Then it's some shit going on. All right, and it's making both of you guys overthink. Both of y'all overthinking right now. Yeah. Angel of love is here, but community is in the reverse, which is weird. All right, let me go to the tarot. All right. Oh, I didn't use this other deck in a minute. Let me see this. I saw this deck in my mind's eye the other day. Let's use this one. All right, y'all. Eight of Wands is at the bottom of the deck, though, so I don't know that you need to be concerned, y'all. All right, let's see, y'all. What's angel of love with community in the reverse though? So there could be people coming between you and this masculine is what I'm seeing, especially with community in the reverse. Angel of love, yeah, page of pentacles and the five of swords. I could never make it up, y'all. What did I say? All right, y'all. So you got people coming in between this, and it has something to do with what your person has to offer you. Somebody is overthinking their offer, y'all. Like the page of pentacles is like this masculine feels like it's not enough. It's like he's looking at the pinnacle, but that's the five of swords, y'all. That's my manipulation of somebody's community. What's community in the reverse? Watch. Ace of Wands. Yeah, the people around y'all, both of y'all, honestly, like they see the passion, they see what it is, they see the purpose in you guys too, is what I just heard God say. Like people see, they see how this masculine reacts to you, is what I just heard, or how he has changed. It's something about it that has changed because the Ace of Wands, y'all, there's a new passionate beginning here, but your person could be overthinking their offer as well, y'all, with the thinking man in the reverse, which is now causing you to overthink because everything else is in reverse. Strategy is in the reverse. Somebody feel like they don't have a plan, but the magician in the mirror is in the reverse too. Watch this shit. Two of swords at the bottom of the deck. Two of swords is at the bottom of the deck. See, the magician in the mirror is in the reverse, which means there's a decision. Divine feminine is at the bottom of the intuitive care deck with bliss. What's magician in the mirror in the reverse? Because I could never make it up. Hello, I do that shit. Spell work. That's why I say let me go and grab intuitive care because he gonna make it do what it do. He gonna make it do, y'all. Stop playing, y'all. Energy attachment. I told you there's somebody here that's trying to stop this whole thing. See, you are a gift, divine feminine. You are a gift. Stop playing, y'all. Yeah, knew that shit. All right. So there's a whole community, y'all, that is actually coming between both of y'all. And I'm hearing both sides, right? Even for you, y'all, I could never make it up. You saw how that shit fell out. I wasn't even damn shuffling. I was, look, that shit just say bloop. Five of Wands, y'all. Fighting. It's multiple people, y'all. I got men, women, I got warlocks. This man look like he's Star Trek ears, y'all. These ain't even these, yeah, these people, yeah. I'm talking about men, women. It is multiple people fighting y'all on this damn card. Yeah, five of wands and the five of swords. Somebody's been trying to stop this because of your heart, y'all. Look, angel of love. You are a whole gift, y'all. You are a whole gift, and you got people. Look, the fool and the damn empress, y'all. I could never make it up. The fool and the empress. Child, please. This man, his heart is open and he is ready to take the journey with you. The empress, y'all. Cornucopia is here. This is a blessed divine union, y'all. Somebody, this is a blessed divine union. Somebody had to stop thinking about what the people around them were going to say about what it is that they could offer you. That's what I just heard. Looking at this thinking man and community in the reverse, y'all. Somebody had to stop thinking about what the people was thinking. Stop playing five of pentacles, because this is somebody who knows that he's gonna have to leave at least two people out in the cold, or he been leaving you out in the cold. Because on this five of pentacles, which is very different from other five of pentacles, it's two people out in the cold. Somebody, it's two people where there is a cycle that is now being closed. Right, the world, y'all, and the five of pentacles. One of them is a queen of swords. One could be a king of cups. All right, this could be a man and a woman that your masculine had to walk away from, y'all. Yeah, Queen of Swords. Yeah, with a death card, y'all. I could never fucking make it up. Somebody, your masculine is walking away from two people. One is a woman and one is a man. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, with a seven of swords on the bottom of the deck and a five of cups. This man has seen something. Someone has gotten a reading. This is the fucking card I saw when God said, grab this deck. I'm telling you, y'all, somebody has either seen something or they done got a reading or something done happened, y'all, because I saw the reader when I grabbed this deck. I said, let me grab that deck. I ain't used it in a minute. Yeah. Somebody is sad about it, though, because now they see that these same two people, y'all, look, I could never make it up. Where that card went? Look, these same two people who out in the cold are the same two people on this seven of swords, y'all. Somebody sees. They went to a reader or a reading or they heard your ass and look, y'all, the reader and the devil, man, what this reader told this person right here, child. But it heals something, y'all. The sun is at the bottom of the deck. So whatever this reader told this person, oh, it healed their inner child, y'all. It set their whole inner child free. Say that. Oh, they told them about the magician. Girl, the reader told this man that he the magician. Why are you letting these people control you when you are the magician? And I also heard that they told these people trying to make you look like this. Stop playing, y'all. Thank you, love. Thank you. Oh, my life. Oh, thank you, Judith. Oh my God, thank you. Yes, y'all. This man is magical as hell. And he over here letting these people keep him in the nine of wands. Tired as hell, y'all. Somebody has been so tired and burnt out, y'all, that they couldn't even focus on what it was that God was trying to tell them about you, y'all. This is the entity attachment with the magician in the mirror in the reverse. I'm telling you, y'all, your person is a spiritual magician, but he let these people around him trick him out of his own fucking power. That's what I just heard God say. And the damn chariot. Because somebody been working. Eight of Pentacles, y'all. See, I'm telling you, this man is questioning what he could offer you, right? Eight of Pentacles, right? But the Page of Pentacles. So it's like somebody's been working real hard to get to the what? Nine of Pentacles, y'all. Eight Pentacle, one Pentacle, nine Pentacles. What is that? Independence. Somebody's been working real hard though, but they got people around them that's keeping them stuck, y'all. He had to walk away. What is this energy? Woo, child. Hold on, y'all. Let me grab this one. All right. What is being hidden right now? What does the collective need to see about this at this time? Oh, he at his breaking point. Somebody stop playing. This masculine is at his breaking point, y'all. Limit, final straw, and overwhelmed. Because now he sees that it is at least two people around him who has been stopping. Why? Because he only wants you. Stop playing, y'all. Stop playing, y'all. This is somebody who only wants you. Now he at his damn breaking point. Somebody worked for Apple. I heard the Apple store. Somebody went to the Apple store. Somebody, you got a Mac computer. Somebody at their final straw. They are completely overwhelmed because they are devoted to you, y'all. Yeah, somebody wants to confess what's been going on, y'all. I got confession. Somebody wants to come clean, y'all, because this is a magician. How you let these people manipulate you out your spot? And that's what the reader said, y'all. Or this is an intuitive download. Why? Because men hear God, y'all. So most men may or may not go to a reader. Take that how it resonates, y'all. But men listen to God. This is a man with a hella intuition, y'all. With the reader and the devil, somebody know exactly what the fuck was going on, y'all. This man is a whole magician. But he was so busy over here working, trying to worry about what the hell he could offer you, that he didn't realize that these people had to attach something to his ass. He did not realize, y'all, that the people have attached something to him. He got a whole entity point. What is this? Show me entity attachment. Show me entity attachments. Look, jealous and envy, and he working hard. Like the fuck I said. Stop not playing, y'all. Let me tell you what these people told this man. You ain't got enough for divine feminine. You need to work. You don't need to be worried about no relationship right now. Why they said that? Because they jealous and envious. What does that cause, y'all? Separation and divide. So now 747, 7 is spirituality, 4 is a foundation. Yes, you need to work. Every man needs to set a foundation, but you should not be working so much that you don't spend no time with your family, whether that's your wife, your life partner, your lady, whatever. If you are not spending time with your person, I told you, y'all, my grandma said, if you ain't spending time with your person, who in the middle? The devil. Who in the middle? Right? So every man that think I gotta work. Okay, well, let the devil in. Hello, let the devil in. Please let the devil in. Right? Because that's all you doing, y'all. You want to leave her over there by herself to attend to her own self, which women can do very well. But if you got a man, then what I need you for, right? That's what I be thinking. If I got a man, why am I doing everything alone? Then that means I don't need you, right? So what you got to understand, divine feminine, you got to be willing to walk away too, right? So somebody has been doing exactly what I said, working real hard. But the reason this person is working so hard is because they so fucking concerned with these damn jealous ass seven of swords people got to say about y'all relationship and what they can offer you. That is stupid. Because this person is whole enamored with you. But what did I say? He listening to this fucking false ass narrative, not even understanding that, yeah, Jezebel is trying to manipulate you. See, he over here talking about, no, it ain't manipulation. Yes, it is, dummy. Hello. It is manipulation. See, somebody, he don't even see the manipulation of Jezebel. Somebody friends, y'all. Friends and family. Running their goddamn mouth. And here he go. For do. Y'all know that be for do as fuck when it come to their damn family. Men are the last people to see their real family. They stupid as hell. They be around them. That's why men will lose their life, y'all, standing up for people that would never do the same for them. Men have spent years in prison taking up for people who would never do the same for them. Men have committed crimes and did time for people who would never do the same thing for them. Men are loyal to their own detriment and demise. Not women. I ain't going to jail for nobody. Women don't do that shit, y'all. That be men. Shit me, I'll squeal. You can call me a rat. You can call me a snitch. I'm telling motherfucker, if it's me versus you, it's you today. I'm not losing my freedom for a motherfucker. I do not get that male ego shit. No, that my dog. That my dog. I'm gonna protect him and your dog and your ass life is in ruins. Shit me. It's me versus you. And I'm out, bitch. Purdue, y'all. That's the Purdue. They do. They be Purdue's. Purdue. Right? So this is a masculine, y'all. Yeah, this person didn't even see the manipulation and they listened to the false narrative. Unfortunately, and that's when this person stopped coming around. Travel is in the reverse. This person stopped coming around you. He have nothing to do with no legal matters, y'all. Legal is in the reverse. See, there was an imbalance that was taken. If somebody said, "Oh, I'm going through some stuff right now, I can't come around," no, the fuck that ain't. They weren't going through shit. This is somebody who listened to a false narrative about people because they did not believe that the people around them were capable of manipulating their ass. Now he see the Jezebel because he see the change in you. You don't look like this. Hello. Hello, you don't look like this, y'all. That person does. So now somebody sees the change in you and they see who Jezebel really is. That's stupid. Hello, endings. Why? Karmic. I told you, somebody got a karmic masculine friend that they have walked away from. Because they tried to say that you weren't an earth angel, y'all. This is someone's childhood friend. Somebody's childhood friend. Yeah, they've been friends a long time. 11 years old could have been significant, y'all. But somebody, oh, this could be you. Shit, divine feminine. Maybe you don't walked away from your damn karmic ass friends. Right? Everybody got to walk away, y'all. In order to elevate, you got to walk away. You can't take people on your coattail when God trying to elevate you. With elevation comes separation, y'all. And most people fear the separation. Y'all want people around y'all. I don't give a fuck. My life is beautiful. And I spend 90% of it by my damn self with my kids. Literally. Right? Life is beautiful, y'all. When you cause you don't have to deal with this external dumb shit of people and their false narratives, y'all. People gonna always have something to say. Well, I like to give them stuff to talk about, y'all. I don't give a fuck. Right? So somebody, you are a whole earth angel. You are. But there is an ending here with this karmic masculine. And I'm telling you, this is somebody's childhood friend. Show me this energy. Show me this karmic masculine child here. What is this? Look, lusting and pain. Told you. Somebody's friend wanted them to be lusting and non-committal. I could never make it up because I don't. I just channel to the gods. Hello. Right? Somebody, there's a karmic masculine, a childhood friend, or this could be you. You could be breaking away from a man that you have been with for a very long time, y'all, and it's based on lust, and it has caused somebody a lot of pain. Your person was afraid and very cautious because their karmic ass masculine friend wanted to keep them in this non-committal sexual energy, fucking everybody, y'all. Literally. Like it's karmic masculines, and this is somebody's friend since a child. Now, a real king should not be listening to no karmic ass masculine, but they stupid. So whatever. They stupid. Yeah. And now they sitting here thinking, y'all, memories. Not somebody over here thinking, what this mofo thinking about? What is this mofo thinking about? Occupation. Somebody thinking about work or what they sacrificed because they were working is what I just heard. Thank you, Shantae. Yeah, that's what I heard, y'all. With work, occupation coming out, somebody sitting their ass at work right now is what I'm hearing God say, thinking about how they done fucked up. What's occupation? Yeah, distant future in the reverse. That shit happening right now. I'm talking about, I heard God say, yeah, right now at work. What is this? What's right now at work? Right now at work. What? Because I don't fucking make it up. What did I say? Thoughts. Thinking right now at work. Who? The same person you thinking about. Who? This fucking Ice King who couldn't make his damn mind up, y'all. Your person was acting like a damn king of swords. That's why you had to block this motherfucker. Somebody you have to spiritually, or God has already spiritually blocked your masculine because he over here acting like an ice king, like he ain't got good sense, y'all. Listening to these crazy ass people. What is he thinking about at work? What's thoughts, occupation, and distant future? Trust it. Somebody don't feel like you trust them no more, y'all. Yeah. Mature man is at the bottom of the deck. See, somebody has grown up, but the conflict right now is that this is real love, y'all. But somebody boss in the reverse. They sitting at work right now, think they don't think you trust them anymore. I heard you study long, you study wrong, y'all. Somebody was taking too damn long. Somebody you say, I'm over this shit. The fuck, I got to move on, y'all. I don't know, y'all. You over here talking about, I don't know. Somebody, your person got to figure this shit out though, because right now they don't feel like you trust them anymore. All right, what's trusted in the reverse? Why is trusted in the reverse here? Oh, damn, that flipped out. Oh, child, because I'm telling you, y'all, you feel like this person been doing some shit, child. Risky is out here, y'all. You feel, damn, you feel like it is unsafe to trust this person. All right, y'all. I don't know. Somebody, you ain't really feeling this shit in a 3 day, but it's your person. Y'all know I laugh at this shit when it come out, cause it be true, y'all. This is the plight of the twin flame journey. Welcome. Strap up. Don't sit in the exit row unless you're gonna help somebody off the plane. Cause let me tell you, this is the journey. Hello. Welcome to my life. Right? This is a soul reflection, y'all. And you and your person, y'all need to figure out what the hell y'all got going on, because this is a twin flame union. Y'all are hilarious. Yep. Coffee speed date is here, y'all. Somebody might want to ask you to meet up, y'all. All right. Somebody want to have a conversation, y'all. This your damn first. And I told you, yin yang came out. Magician in the mirror is here twice. I know this is a twin flame union, y'all. But your masculine has been in conflict because they know that this is real love. But now they don't let all these dumbass people paint all these false narratives and shit. And they don't even know if you trust them anymore. Somebody don't even know if you trust them. Yeah. And now they over here in denial. Yeah. Somebody, I'm telling you, your person refused to believe whatever you told them about their friends, their family, like whatever it is, y'all. And you just got to the point where you just stitch. Like you just stitch my lips up before I say anything else. That's what you told God. Because you all get to that the divine feminine. We all get to the point where we get sick of talking. You ain't about to say shit else. You will still I will cut my lips off before I say anything. You will get to the point where you ain't sending you ain't sending no guidance. You ain't doing shit. You will get to the point where you just as silent as they are. Right? You will be you want to see silence, mofo? I will show you silence. Hello. Right? So you get to the point where you can be as silent as them, y'all. So somebody, yeah, you over here silent too. You say you want silence, I can silence with my silence, and my silence speaks volumes. Hello. And now it's got your person in their feelings. Memories is out here twice. Y'all, memories and memories are coming over each other. Literally. Memories and memories. Somebody been thinking about y'all. Somebody wants to kiss you. I see a couple kissing y'all. Somebody wants to kiss. They want to be closer. Even dwelling is here. So maybe somebody wants to move in. Somebody's been looking back at what it is that y'all had. Y'all, yeah. Somebody wants to take a gamble, y'all. See, your person was out there having fun with friends, y'all. This karmic masculine, stop playing, y'all. This karmic masculine right here had your person turned all the way up, y'all. I'm talking about turn up, y'all. They was out here partying. They was having their best life, y'all. Yeah, having fun, clubbing, fun with friends. Now your person want to take some type of risk in this damn relationship, y'all. Cause if not, you gonna walk away. That's all you need to do. Look, conflict. This is why y'all been classing, y'all. I don't know who this person is, y'all, but whoever these people are, look, time just fell out. Yep, that's it. That's why your person needed more time. And see, that's why you kept figuring, like, okay, what is going on? The conflict, the clashing, right? Even feeling like y'all are incompatible. Child, please. This is that karmic masculine. This is a childhood friend, y'all. Who child? Anything else, y'all? All right, deja vu is here. All right, career. Y'all know we always end with career, but I'm gonna tell you this. Let me get you some oracle messages and advice for love, and then we're gonna hit, and then I'm gonna be out. All right, somebody, your person now sees that these people are clowns. Yeah, somebody is actually ashamed of themselves though too, because I feel like in many ways they humiliated you, y'all. See, this is somebody with all of this twin flame shit out here, y'all. This is somebody who they know you that they knew that you were their person. They always know y'all. Men know who the fuck you are. Don't be letting these men trick you. Why? Cause my king tell me all of this shit. That's why I be knowing game. He knew who the fuck I was when we met. He watched me for 2 years before he even approached me. That motherfucker knew who I was, y'all. Y'all men be knowing who y'all are. They watch you. They watch you. They observe you because they get up the fucking nerve to even approach your ass. Your twin flame is not a man you subway. Let's be clear. Not soul unions, y'all. That is not your soul union. Is somebody that has circled your energy for years at some point. It is not somebody that you just happen to pick up and say, holy shit, is that my no, y'all, that ain't how it works. That's not look, that is not how it works, love. All right, that is not how it works. Your person will circle your energy for years. Y'all will either have gone to high school, college, y'all got mutual friends. His grandma lived up the street when you was 4. Y'all lived in the same neighborhood. Y'all was on right. Like there are key signs, y'all. Not just some damn man you was swiping left with, and now all of a sudden that's your person. That ain't how it works. All right. Let's get you some oracle cards, y'all, and advice. And then I'm going to get you your career. All right. See what it is that we need to know in career. All right. Love messages. There is no one else thinking about you all day. All right, y'all. Your person thinking about your ass all day. All right. It says there is no one else thinking about you all day. All right. I'm working on myself each day so I can come back to you. All right. I'm working on myself each day so I can come back to you. All right. Damn, this person working, y'all, back to back. I'm talking about this man. Okay, y'all. Somebody putting in the work. Is this the same car? It is the. Oh, it's damn near the same car, y'all. This one says, I'm working on myself so I can come back. Please wait for me. This one says, I'm working on myself each day so I can come back to you. This man wants to assure you through me. He working on himself, y'all. Yeah, I think about you so much that it's scaring me. But I struggle with revealing my true feelings and emotions, but I love you more than you think. Somebody, your person really does love you. They do. Yeah, this isn't over, y'all. Somebody say, shit, me, they coming back, y'all. And this is not a karmic crazy ex, y'all. Now, if you even have a good partner where y'all just didn't see eye to eye and you still don't want them back, that's fine. But this ain't no karmic. I don't channel karmics, y'all. This is a masculine who's been dealing with raggedy ass friends and family that told them to work because they ain't have enough thought for you. Literally. Right? It says this isn't over between us. I'm coming back for you. All right. I was immature. Please forgive me. Right? I was selfish and immature, y'all. So somebody, this person know they've been selfish and immature. It says I was selfish and immature. All right, please forgive me. All right, the next message is I do love you. Just don't know how to show it right now. All right, your person knows you. They don't know how to show it. It says, I know I hurt you. I don't want to hurt you again. Somebody is being more contemplative. That's the word I just heard, y'all. Somebody's being more contemplative about what it is that they want with you. Somebody's stepping up, y'all. That's what I'm hearing. And instead of somebody just going off the cuff, it's like somebody's now contemplating more, right? Being more contemplative. Yeah, I told you other people were interfering and trying to control me. Other people, y'all. Other people have literally been trying to interfere and control. Everybody, yeah, everybody's been in this shit, y'all. All right, let's get the last messages. All right, we got two that just came out. Yeah, so your person sabotaged the connection, y'all, and they do regret it, and they want to let you know that they love you so much, no matter what, y'all. And a real divine masculine will tell you that they want you happy, y'all. They don't care about that other stuff, right? They only want you happy, and if what y'all are in it making you happy, they will respect if you walk away, y'all. They ain't gonna try to hold your ass hostage. Not no real man. That be them karmics. Yeah, you can't leave me. Don't leave me. Child, please. A real king will say, I respect that, love. All right. Let's get into your advice. All right. What is your advice in love before we look? Sparks is here, y'all. Beautiful. Sparks. All right. Keep the sparks flying. Surprise each other, y'all, with gestures of love. All right, y'all. Somebody, I'm telling you, you might get a surprise coming up today or tomorrow, y'all. Look, cause I could never make it up. This is the fourth time Twin Flame done came out in this damn reading, y'all. Trust the magnetic pull of your twin flame. It will guide you towards them, y'all. Nurture. All right, because it's time for the divine feminine to be nurtured, y'all. It is. It's time for you to follow your dreams, right? Somebody's been trying to come to you in your dream state. So it's time for you to nurture this relationship. All right, look at your dreams. They hold the answers you seek. I told you, somebody been trying to communicate to you in your dreams, y'all. Your dreams hold the answers you seek right now. All right, dress up. Y'all, I'm telling you, y'all, on the sparks and twin flame, it say dress up. Girl, you better go get an outfit. All right, it says an opportunity to dress up and party. All right, somebody, you gonna be invited out. Go and get that outfit, y'all. That's by faith. Lay that shit out on the bed. Yep, right path, because you are on the right path. It says love is a beautiful journey, and you're on the right path. Beautiful, y'all. All right, let me get this last one, and I'm gonna get you your career. All right. It says surprise. I'm telling you, y'all, somebody, you gonna get a surprise, girl. All right, y'all. That thing says romantic surprises are on the horizon. Be open to them. All right, this man on his knee, y'all. I don't know, y'all. All right, somebody, you finna get a surprise in love. Ooh, y'all. God say, look at the bottom of the deck. Surprise proposal, y'all. Oh, I done ruined somebody's surprise. Uh-oh. I'm sorry, y'all. I ruined somebody's surprise. You need a dream interpretation, Kyra? Send it to me on Discord. Send me a voice memo on Discord, Kyra. Somebody, you finna get a surprise proposal. That's all I'm gonna tell you. An offer or proposal in the near future that comes as a surprise. All right, somebody, you finna get a surprise. I'm sorry if I ruined your surprise. Reading dreams is easy, y'all. Reading dreams is easy. And it's never what you think. Dreams are always subconscious, number one, because that's your subconscious mind. All right. All right, y'all, let me clear this out the way and I'm going to do your career. All right, y'all know we do about four career messages, but they're quicker. All right, so it won't take long. I'll be off at, I usually end about 9:30, y'all. All right, so let me get you some career right quick. All right, your daily guidance, y'all, as the fog is beginning to clear. All right, earlier now, the energy we are in, it still is a little fog, right? So still don't make any crazy decisions. Don't send any text messages or anything like that, right? As the divine feminine, you shouldn't be doing any of that shit anyway, right? But I will say this, right? By tomorrow, when this fog clears, say what you say and mean what you say, y'all. Everybody got a time for that shit. If it's coming up on the weekend, y'all know y'all want to go on a date. Y'all know y'all want to do stuff. Them men will sit their ass at work 24/7 and they'll never take you anywhere. So guess what? Tell his ass to come get you and take you out, or you going out with somebody else. I bet his ass come in. Be real. Y'all be lying. You ain't got a lot of kick your cred. Hey, you gonna come take me out this weekend? Because if not, I got old buddy up the street that's ready. Watch that motherfucker pick you up so quick. And if he don't, then go out with old buddy. Let dead ass, y'all. If you tell a man, I want to go out, we ain't been out in weeks, and you tell him, well, look, if you ain't finna do old buddy want to take me on a date, and he say, well, that's old buddy, then take your ass out with old buddy. Fuck around and find out. I'm that one. I show you better than I can tell you. Oh, I am that girl. I will do that shit. Hey, we ain't been out in a minute. You gonna come take me out or what? Well, no, babe, I gotta work. I bet such and such want to take me out. I'm going. Well, what you mean? I'm going. That's what the fuck I mean. The fuck you thought was going on here? Ah, y'all don't play that shit. We are queens, and we ain't got time to be waiting on nobody. My website, love, the lady empath 1111.com. There are several types of readings on my website, y'all. So you can do live readings that come, it's a Zoom link where I meet you live and you choose the time, or you can do pre-recorded. All right. And the pre-recorded ones, I give back to you in usually 2 to 3 business days, as long as I'm not like under the weather or sick or anything. All right. The live ones, you choose the time as soon as you check out. Live readings are done on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So when you get ready to check out, a calendar will pop up and you can choose, right, the date. All right. All right, y'all, let's get into your career. All right, let's do a little bit of career. All right. For my people who are interested in changing or just curious to know what God has for you concerning career at this time. All right, y'all. Welcome to your daily guidance. Join us tonight, y'all, for the ancestral session. It is free, but you do need to register on my website. All right. So that you can get the Zoom link. It will be a fireside chat with Tiffany Grant. She's a licensed intuitive therapist out of Atlanta, Georgia. Her business is Life Path Healing. All right, we're talking about ancestral healing, lineage, woundings, things like that tonight on Zoom. It is free, but you do need to RSVP. All right, for my Discord collective, I don't know if y'all submitted the questions. I do need to review them. Damn, this came out yesterday. I'm gonna put it back, y'all, but close-minded. Somebody, you gotta open your mind. This came out yesterday with career, y'all. I'm gonna put it back. I don't want to do that again. All right, but somebody, you gotta be more open-minded. Alara. Okay, it's open. Thank you, Alara. Y'all, the Q&A is open for tonight. All right. So if you want to submit a question for me to ask the therapist, you got to go to my Discord and submit it, because I'm only taking 10 questions and I need to review them first. And I do need to send them over to her. All right. So by noon, we need to close it. Right. So you got to get it in, because I'm going to close the questions at noon so I can send them over to Tiffany. All right. Let's get into this career, y'all. All right, let's get into career. All right, the first one is pressure. All right, somebody you find you feeling the pressure of time. All right, you could be feeling the pressure of time. All right, but these are karmic delays. All right, so what is the delay? All right, it says be aware of how family, y'all, I can't make it up. Y'all family coming out in the goddamn career reading, y'all. That thing says be aware of how family influences and social pressures are influencing your career choices, y'all. Y'all gotta let family go. Man, somebody, you staying in a podunk ass town because of your family. And if you move to a bigger city, you gonna get a better job or better clients, y'all. Y'all gotta stop letting people keep y'all stuck. That's all that is. Look, connection. I could never make it up. All right. It says a special connection will open doors for you and your path. It may be a partner or mentor, a client, or a helpful friend. What did I say, y'all? Somebody, you got to move or you got to do something because there's connections that are meant for you, right? There are lessons and learning and experiences, y'all, that are time. But you got to look, entrepreneur is at the bottom of this deck, y'all. Entrepreneur is at the bottom of the deck. All right. What else in career? Healer. All right, somebody, you are a healer. You are a healer, y'all. I loved it. That is one of your gifts and talents. All right. That is your gift and talents. That is someone's unrealized potential. All right. I love that. Thank you, Madison, for becoming a member. Thank you. I got to get y'all some membership readings out this week as well, y'all. I've been this fog has been a lot, y'all. So next week I'm gonna be better about getting my membership readings out and content to the channel. I didn't do any content this week, y'all, because of the energy that we've been in, and I was doing a ton of personal readings. And I go live every day, y'all. So I don't have pre-recorded content. All right, but somebody, you are able to provide great comfort and support to those who are on the healing journey, whether their pain is physical, emotional, or spiritual. All right, so somebody, you are a healer. I love that. You are a healer. I love it. All right. What else? Give me one more, and then we're gonna clarify each of these. All right. Ooh, diplomat. Spiritual gifts are coming out, y'all. At the bottom of the deck, y'all. Ooh, financial freedom. All right, y'all. Financial freedom. All right, y'all. It says when you are financially free, your lack of money no longer defines the limitations of your life. That's me, y'all. I have complete financial freedom. And it ain't because I got billions of dollars, y'all. It's just because I don't let my money, lack thereof, or a lot of it dictate me. I just don't, y'all. Money is ghetto. I mean, you gotta have it to live here, but it is not the root of who you are, y'all. It's when you can detach from money that you have a lot of it, y'all. That's real. It's like when you can detach from money, then you got a lot of it, y'all. I don't give a fuck. Some days I forget to check my damn bank account. I be like, oh shit, do I got money? Let me see what the fuck I got going on. Right? All right. So what's pressure? All right. Pressure is being clarified by direction. All right, somebody, you feeling the pressure of where it is or what it is that you need to do when it comes to your career at this time. It says, do not deviate from your path. Attract a mentor, though, y'all, if necessary. Plan where you want to be. All right. So, somebody, God is trying to tell you, you got to plan where you want to be when it comes to your finances, y'all. See, sometimes you want God to tell you, but God waiting on you to tell God, y'all. So, but let me tell you, somebody, you got to let go of what your family want for you because we clarifying pressure. See, somebody right now, you got to be aware of how your family is influencing, or even society is influencing your choice in career. Because right now, God is directing you on a path that you are not to deviate from, y'all. It says attract a mentor if necessary. All right. Now, we can take these as pickup pals, y'all, because these will be four separate quick messages, or you can receive them all. All right. But somebody, God is telling you, you feeling like the pressure of time or something. Look, but you ain't got to, y'all. Yeah. Follow your heart, y'all. The Knight of Cups is here. So God is saying, follow your heart, even though you've been hurt. Somebody, you've been really disappointed when it comes to pressure of work and what it is that you do, y'all. But God is trying to make somebody a little more hopeful in what they want. Say that because it's going to bring you to the 10 of Pentacles. Stop playing, y'all. Somebody, whatever this is, somebody, you need to move. Look at this, y'all. Somebody is in a whole different city. These are two different cities. That's what God is showing me. And this is really heavy on the masculine energy, y'all. So if you're a man watching me, this is really a man's message, y'all. It's three men on this car, right? See, there's a man, right? Your direction and what it is that you want right now, you let your family influence even your job in the direction that you want. Y'all, this is whoever this message is for. I'm picking up the same energy of the masculine that I was channeling for that let too many people tell him about his life. This is the same person, y'all. It is. And the same person, even in career, is letting, or this is you, or both of y'all. Shit. Yeah. Somebody, you got to be aware of letting your family choose and direct your path. Somebody, you gotta move. That's what this is. Like, this is a whole town, y'all. Yeah. Look, five of swords. Somebody is being beat down, y'all. Somebody is being beat down by their environment. Even in career, stop playing, y'all. Somebody, you gotta change directions and what it is that God wants for you. You gotta move. Yeah. Wheel of Fortune. You got to move. Whoever's message this is, you have to get away from your family and your environment so that you can make better choices and more money. Because wherever you are, you ain't even making enough money anyway. Wheel of Fortune and the Ten of Pentacles is here, y'all. But you got to stop tricking yourself out of believing you in the right spot. All right, that's a message for somebody. Look, Seven of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. As soon as you work on it, you're going to get it, y'all. All right, the next career is a connection. All right, so somebody, you could have a lesson or a partnership or a mentor that you need to be connected with that's going to help you in career. It says a special connection, y'all, will open doors for you on your path. It may be a partner or a mentor, a client, or a helpful friend. And endings just flew out, y'all. Somebody, you've dealt with a lot of people around you who did not, they didn't help you when it came to what you desire for yourself in career, in whatever it is that you're doing. You don't have those connections, or you did not have those connections, is what God is saying. God is going to send somebody some real connections. Yeah, a special connection, y'all. And this connection is going to open a door, but you had to end a cycle. It's like with this ending here, it's like now that you've ended some type of cycle with the people around you, because I'm getting like the death and rebirth for this energy, right? And it's now allowing you to make changes. So this could be a connection, y'all. Somebody, you may need to end a partnership, business partnership, or whatever this is, in order to invite in more wealth financially. Yeah, success is at the bottom of this deck. Give me more on this. Ooh, y'all, wait, God say, look, Six of Swords. Yeah, Seven of Wands and a star. Say that. All right. This is more of a feminine message. All right. So it's time. Six of Swords. You got to make some type of transition because you got a lot of questions, or people still impede upon your boundaries, and you got a lot of vision. King of Pentacles is, I mean, King of Pentacles, the star is here, the King of Pentacles is behind that, right? But I will say this, like, God has given you a certain vision and direction for your life, and you're gonna have to move as well, y'all. This could be the same message, because I see this lady, or it could be travel, right? Somebody, you got a suitcase here. Somebody, it could be a travel agent. I don't know, y'all, but I feel like God is absolutely connecting you with someone or something where you cannot build. And it might be a city. All right. I see this young boy riding the subway. All right. It could be some type of report as well, or report writing, or a reporter. Maybe it's newscasting for somebody, y'all. All right, but somebody, there's an ending that needs to take place though, and it's going to bring in connections that's going to help you grow. All right, it's going to bring in the connections that'll help you grow. All right, let's clarify for my healers. All right, it says you are able to provide great comfort and support to those who are on a healing journey, whether they're pain is physical or emotional or spiritual. Show me this. Damn, love affair, y'all. Somebody, ooh, love life is at the bottom of the deck. All right, y'all. Somebody, you are a healer, and it got everything to do with love. I could never make it up, y'all. Somebody, you are a healer, and it has everything to do with your journey. And you are teaching people. Somebody, you gonna talk to women and men who have been in like I'm hearing situations that aren't acceptable, like love affairs, y'all. This card says love affair. So it says, beware, love affairs at work rarely end well. Don't lose your mind. And I'm going to tell you, y'all, somebody, if you messing with somebody at your job and you a healer, let that shit go. Let that shit go. Or you need to change jobs. You should not, don't do that. Especially if it's like a management or you a manager or they a manager or something, let that shit go. But somebody, even in your healing, is love life. It says free from problems and money troubles. Enjoy the passion of love. Love and be loved. Somebody, you a healer of love. You are. And you're gonna talk to people, whether it's been people that's been in affairs, people that's had trouble in love, whatever it is, y'all. That's what your gift is. You are a healer. All right, show me this energy. What specifically is this healer needing to know about the love part of the healing business? What is this about? All right, yeah, Two of Cups. I could never make it up. Hello, Two of Cups, y'all. Somebody, you a love therapist, child, a love doctor. The love doctor, y'all. I don't know. Yeah, Page of Cups, y'all. You gonna teach people how to open up their emotions and tune into their feelings, y'all. So that's what I do. All you gotta do is feel again, y'all. All you gotta do is feel again. If you want to be in love, you gotta open your damn heart and you gotta be able to feel. And you got to be able to feel pain. You got to be able to feel pressure. You got to be able to feel joy. You got to be able to feel, y'all. So somebody, this is absolutely a healer that's healing people's emotions. Look, 9 of Wands, because people tired. Or you tired, shit. And you want to just see people together. Y'all, look, King of Pentacles is still at the bottom of the deck. All right, so somebody, your healing business has everything to do with your honesty. Queen of Swords. This is communication, y'all. So somebody, you're absolutely a healer and you communicate with people just like I do, right? When it comes to love, when they finally tired. And they want to open up their intuition with this Page of Cups and begin to truly understand what's going on between them and their partners. I keep hearing the love doctor. Yeah, 6 of Cups. Say that shit. All of this is emotions. Somebody, you got heavy water placements. And that's why you were so empathetic to other people, y'all. Yeah, because I'm a Cancer rising, a Scorpio moon, y'all. I'm a Leo sun, but I'm intuitive as the fuck because I'm a Scorpio moon and a Cancer rising. My intuition ain't never missing, y'all, because I learned how to manage my emotions. See, people who are highly intuitive usually have a lot of water placements, y'all. My Lilith bitch is in Pisces. Hello. My Lilith is in Pisces. My moon is in Scorpio. My Cancer is rising, and I'm a Leo sun, y'all. I ain't had no choice but to do what I'm doing. That's in the charts, y'all. I'm all of these emotions. I feel everything. Now you just got to transmit it, y'all. That's all it is, y'all. Strength. Beautiful. All right, Leo. What did I say? Because I talk, right? I talk myself out into the cards, y'all. Literally, right? Leo, strength. All right. So I say this to say, y'all, yeah, somebody that's you are a healer. You are a healer of emotions, right? Definitely something to do with emotions and empathy, right? And allowing people to heal and transform those emotions. All right. The last one here, y'all, is diplomat. All right, diplomat. It says, with your uncanny ability to form connections and human relationships, you serve as a bridge between worlds. And that's like a politician, y'all. Like somebody, you're very diplomatic. All right, so you could be into government, politics, a lawyer, right? Fairness, right? Whatever that is. So with this diplomat energy, y'all, somebody I heard mediator. All right, mediator. Somebody, you could be a mediator for the courts. Give me diplomat. Show me diplomat. Yeah, partnerships. I could never make it up, y'all. Somebody, you're very good at bringing people together because of how you are. You're very loyal too. Loyalty is at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, somebody, you're meant to bring people together. You're very diplomatic. And now God is saying for you to prioritize your own connections then. All right? Because you are meant to also come in to partnership with others who are going to support you. I heard commissioner or mayor, like I'm hearing somebody's in politics or somebody's really been thinking about it, y'all. So I'm gonna tell you, if that's your passion, go for it. Shit, somebody got to do that shit. That's why y'all got Trump dumbass up there. Nobody wants the job, y'all. It ain't that he the best president. It's because nobody want that shit, and the ones that want it don't really want it, y'all. So if you want it, do it, y'all. I love it. All right, because somebody, this is about like politics or diplomacy. Yeah, 6 of Pentacles. Somebody because you've given to a lot of people. Yeah, you like to help people. Yeah. And you can see other people's perspectives. It's like you have a knack for helping people and seeing other people's perspective or changing. Yeah, somebody you was on the debate team because you have a knack for helping people change their perspective, y'all. Yeah, strength. Strength just flew out again, right? With that Leo energy and the three of swords. Like the way you communicate to people, somebody you could be a public defender. I heard public defender, y'all. With this three of swords, see how this man feel like he ain't got nan chance left in the world, but you show up and you become their strength, y'all. So somebody, yeah, you help people. This could definitely be a lawyer for somebody. Yeah, seven of cups. Yeah, you help you're very good at making choices when people are confused or when people need to make decisions for themselves. That's what an arbitrator is. It's gonna bring somebody a lot of money, y'all. A lot of money. King of Pentacles came out. He been hovering at the bottom of the deck, y'all. So whatever this is, it's gonna bring you a lot of money, y'all. Yep, Queen of Swords flew out right over the King of Pentacles. Arbitrator, y'all stop playing. Look, Three of Wands, arbitration. Like y'all sitting at the desk talking about stuff, y'all. So somebody it is. Like you a good. I even heard financial planner. All right, somebody you could be a financial planner. You sitting down at the desk and you helping people bring things together. I love that. All right, let's get me a few star child cards, y'all, and I'm out of here. All right, immortality. All right, somebody you are being highly exalted as the divine feminine at this time. You are a goddess warrior with an old soul. All right. Somebody, you a goddess warrior with an old soul. All right. The divine feminine, nurturing, intuitive, receptive, empathic, creative, compassionate, graceful, wise, harmonious, and mystical. You're being highly exalted at this time in rank and in position. All exaltation is eternal life, the kind of life God lives. He lives in glory. He is all perfect. He possesses all knowledge and all wisdom. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I be seeing stuff in my mind's eye. Why did I hear this dumbass man, y'all, on this reel yesterday talking about somebody was wrong and they ain't really know God because they kept referring to God as a she. Talking about, oh yeah, talking about a pastor. A pastor let somebody, his sister, his pulpit. I want to say they was talking about Jamal Bryant. Now I can't remember y'all, but somebody was talking about how they let a male pastor let his sister get up in the pulpit and refer to God as she. Bitch, God ain't no he. God is a spirit. What the fuck is wrong with people? Why would you think God is a he? And why can't she not say that God is a she? Because y'all live in a dumbass patriarchy of dumbass men. Why would God be, if God is going to be a person, then God would be a she because only she can create. But men are so fucking stupid that instead of just saying that God ain't nobody, because God is an energy without shape or form who encompasses masculine and feminine. If you gonna say that shit, then say it like that. But don't be over here talking about how you gonna let that woman say that she bitch, because God ain't no man. The fuck is you talking about? God is God. That's it. And men are so fucking stupid. How you gonna call God a she? Cause you got what is it, y'all? I'm seeing the word. Homophobia. Say that shit. Homophobic ass men that cannot even see God as a woman mean that you homophobic as shit. You don't want no woman or even the idea of a woman. Stop playing, y'all. When you can't create shit. You ain't pushing no babies out your dick. Sorry. I don't play that shit. I am not the one for patriarchy. Push a baby out your dick, then we can talk. Hello. Y'all know I don't care about that. That is stupid. You gonna make a whole damn reel talking about you can't call God a she? Well, I say you can't call God a he. Stupid. All right, immortality, y'all. God is a spirit, and that's what this immortality card reminded me. God ain't no he or no she. So ain't no man got to take claim over God, but women can't take either. You can call God whatever you want. That's your God, y'all. So for me, God is a she and it's Magaya, right? My opinion. Don't you be starting telling people what they got to refer to God as. That's y'all damn problem, not. That's why we ain't got universal unity now. Because everybody want God to be a person. When God is universal energy. Stupid. Like God a person. God, he don't like that. Child, God is not a person. And that's why y'all minimize God in y'all life. Because y'all treat God like your baby daddy. You treat God like your baby mama. God ain't no person. And when you start treating God as the divine that God is, then you going to put some respect on God's name. God say, put on respect on my name. All right, immortality, y'all. The spiritual essence of immortality encompasses the eternal survival of soul, y'all. Liberation from physical constraints, a deep connection with the divine, and infinite wisdom, y'all. It highlights moral consideration, symbolizes hope and continuity beyond physical life, and represents, y'all, a profound enigmatic concept challenging our understanding of existence. God is immortality, not your mama and your daddy. God is in everything at all times, omnipresent and omnipotent. God is not a man nor a woman. And if we don't understand that, we will never achieve what, y'all? Universal unity. Universal unity, y'all. It says it symbolizes that every entity, thought, and action is part of a vast network or system, emphasizing that everything is part of a greater whole, and that all things, y'all, are fundamentally linked. Remember that, y'all. God is in all things at all times. And because we are old souls, we have the ability to tap in. You have been around many lifetimes and have chosen to be reborn, to evolve and carry on your learning journey from where you left in your previous lifetime. You have access, y'all. Don't let people think that you don't. You have access to everything that God has. The universe whispers through the constellations, which are the stars, y'all. The stars is what led the folk to Jesus in the state in the manger, y'all. It was the stars, all right? So the universe whispers through the constellations. You are made of stardust, and to the stars you shall return. You are made from God, and to God you will return. That ain't got nothing to do with man, your mama them, your sister them, your church. It ain't got nothing to do with none of that. From God you are made, and to God you will return. Embrace the journey that is your life with all its twists and turns. Each step, whether in light or shadow, is a dance with the universe. And that is why you do not despise the harshness of your life, but you be thankful for what God has given you, because the dance of light and shadow is to dance with the universe. It means you're alive, y'all. It just means you're alive. Everybody done been through some shit. All right, y'all. Let me get your angel numbers. All right, somebody, you are a guardian of the earth. You are a guardian of the earth. A chosen one's role is protectors and healers of our planet. And the divine feminine, we're healers. The divine masculine, protectors. Together, we could do the shit if we could ever get that shit together. So, guess what? God is calling divine judgment. All right, divine judge is here. The judgment of God or other supreme beings and deities within a religion or a spiritual belief. God is the divine judge, not man. Man ain't got a heaven or hell to put you in, y'all. All right, so hold your frequency today. Hold your frequency of light. All right, let me get you some angel numbers, y'all. All right, the golden frequency of light. Hold it, y'all. That golden frequency, all right. It's a gold light wave, and it's emanating from a source symbolizing a high frequency energy that chosen ones can tap into. Tap into the golden frequency today, y'all. All right. Angel numbers, y'all. All right. Angel numbers. I'll see y'all at 7 p.m., y'all. All right. I'll see y'all at 7 p.m. for tonight's healing session. I am perspective. Oh, I am perceptive. I'm sorry. The number 16. All right, the number 16, it says, I am perceptive. You could be born on the 16th. It says, you have an inquisitive mind that allows you to uncover important truths. You have a special ability, y'all, to read into other people. Feelings and wisdom seeker, and your angels ask you to share your knowledge for the benefit of others. Numerology matters, y'all. If your ass was born on the 16th, you can read the hell out of people, y'all. You can. That's just the angel number, y'all. It is. It's balance, y'all. See, 1 and 6 is seven. Seven is spirituality. One is new beginning. Six is harmony. You are very intuitive if you're born on the 16th. All right. The number five. The number five says, I am adaptable. All right. It says, I am adaptable. It says, flexibility is your forte. When life throws you a curveball, you can easily adapt to new circumstances and find excitement in the unexpected change. Be brave and bold in your endeavors. All right. Today, y'all, change. The fog is clearing. Right? The fog is clearing. All right. There's change that's coming to the collective. That's change coming to the collective. All right. The next number is 77, y'all. That's one of my favorites, y'all. All right. 77. It says, I am brave. All right. It is time to move on from the old patterns, habits, and fears. Now is the time to walk in the direction of your biggest desires and ambitions, y'all. Now is the time to be bold and brave. Somebody, you walking in, you stepping into it, y'all. All right, 00. 00 says, I am observant. Angels ask for your attention. Open your eyes and listen to your intuition and trust it today, y'all. All right, the number 2, that's my diplomats, y'all. That's that diplomacy. All right, the number 2, it says, I am diplomatic. All right. You have a great talent for finding solutions. Your intuitive and unbiased nature allow you to see all sides of any situation and advise others. The last one, say that shit, God. The number 11, beautiful. Beautiful, y'all. The number 11. All right. You have a keen awareness, y'all, of what is happening. You do. You already know. So now, as the fog is beginning to dissipate, you already know what God is saying in your life. Listen to your intuition, y'all. All right. You have a keen awareness for what is happening around you. A strong intuition is your gift and will help you understand the unspoken feelings and thoughts of others. This insight allows you to be a great guide and supporter. Listen to your intuition today, y'all. All right. Listen to it. God is always speaking. You just got to listen. And that's with your eyes and your ears. Sometimes God, y'all, miracles comes in what? Signs, right? Visions, voice, right? So you got to be able to look for God in all things at all times. It doesn't just come one way. All right. Love and light, as always, the Lady Empath, 1111. Have a blessed day, y'all. I'll see y'all at 7 p.m. for the ancestral healing fireside chat. All right, I'll be on Discord as well, y'all. Make sure y'all join us on Discord. All right, for the after party. After party on Discord. I got a few messages from y'all on Discord that I need to check. All right. Readings will be resumed today. All right, so I will start resuming the personals today. Some will come out today, some will come out tomorrow into the weekend, but everybody will have yours before the weekend is over with, regardless. All right, so you will definitely have your personal readings. All right. All other announcements are in the chat. So if y'all have questions, let the announcers, the moderators know. They will help y'all in the chat. And I will see y'all later, y'all. Have a great day.